Hey, username, you are indeed first. Good morning, Dallas and Philip. Phil. Applemid, Divine Saint, Cryptus, Dallas. Good to see you guys. Welcome. Glad to see you here. All right. What have we got to get into today? You guys excited for Fern tonight? Morning, JM. Haymakers, I see you. Small Toff, Beardy. Welcome back, Beardy. Good to see you. Queen Frank. You can't hear Fern coming because she's suppressing her mana. Nice. What's up, Wolf and Roses? I don't want to fight these guys yet. We'll fight these guys later. All kinds of stuff I need to do today, and I got to make it a short stream so I can get to work, but we will be on tonight for Fern pulls as well, so I'll get to see you guys twice today. Free definitely exceeded my expectations, so Fern tonight will be awesome. I hope so. I just picked up 50 leaves from Heart of Orbis. It's a good purchase. That's right, it's the first of the month. Guys, it's the first of the month. Let's go check out our Heart of Orbis. Okay, if you didn't collect your rewards last month, you are boned. Let's go see what we get. 400 taints for the first of the month, and then you get 200 for every single Monday. So it's a good significant amount. Let's go ahead and get a triple S reward. I want to talk a little bit about what I want to get out of this, right? You can click up here and look at Purified Sanctuary Runes and see all the rewards. Now, at level 10, it's the same rewards as at level 9. It's just going to be higher chances for the higher things. So, pretty much any of the weapons, any of the triple S gear is pretty damn good. I don't think there's a single piece up here that anybody would be sad about having on their account, right? So any of these weapons, I would take in a heartbeat. Now, a guaranteed ML5 is pretty nice. It's random. It's not a selector, but it's pretty nice. You could get Astromancer Ilynav and be sad until they give her a buff and make her meta. Or you could get a dupe and be giga sad, but at least you get coins to maybe buy something better you want. It's one of these things that the newer you are and the fewer ML5s you have, the better it is. And the later you are, the less you care about it. But pretty much everything in the triple S tier is a must buy and has incredibly low chances. Like ML5 from your daily pulls, kind of low chances to happen. But hey, crazier stuff, right? And then in the double S tier, I think this one's bait. I'm not sure I would give up 50 Leafs or 20 Molagora, and that's what I compare everything to, is the 50 Leafs and the 20 Molagora, because one of those at least is pretty easy to get. This one, it's a 4 to 5 star ticket, and the rates on it are probably 70-30 at best. I'd have to actually look at the tickets rates, so you're pretty much getting an ML4. So I wouldn't chase this one, but a bottle of knowledge, hell, I'd take a bottle of knowledge any day. And an unknown slate that could be used on even collab units, 100%, I'd take these. Now these double S tier ones, right? Like the next two rolls could be low, and that would suck. But they're already really good. Like as is, they're already really good. One good roll and they're mediocre. Two good rolls and they're broken. I think depending on the state of gear in your game, the double S stuff, you'd maybe go for over the 50 Leafs. The chances of with 50 Leafs, you getting something better than this are pretty damn slim. So I think I would take the double S gear as well. Although I would definitely take the slate or bottle over the double S gear. There's not a damn thing in the S rank I would take. Everything, single thing in the S rank, I think, in my opinion, is bad. The gear looks good, and then it rolls really freaking low. It rolls like penta 4s into attack, or 4s into attack and 2s into speed. I'm not even sure if 88 can roll 2s, but you get what I'm saying, at low rolls. This would piss me off. I would legit go for 50 Leafs over any of this gear. 5-star hero ticket, maybe for brand new, these are kind of nice, but later, you know, after you passed about the year mark in the game, Who cares? You're just going to get a dupe or something that's not even good. I wouldn't get anything out of the S tier over these two things. 20 Molagora and 50 Leafs. These are the best in slot. This is your baseline. This is what you get. You fish for both of these, you add them to your inventory, and then you spend the rest of the month going for the double S and triple S tier. And if you don't hit them, you got these as a fallback, right? That's my take on it. That's what you should go for. 50 Leafs, you can farm a tremendous amount of gear. 20 Molagora, you can practically max skill enhance a unit. These are bad. These are... You get plenty of these playing the game. This is a great way to get a green Leo. I don't think anything else in here is worth chasing at all. And remember, if you do get the PC or Dreams on day one and you collect it, it will automatically give you credit for all of the future Mondays as far as leveling up your Heart of Orbis. As soon as you collect it, this will shoot up probably to level 11 or really close to it. And you will not be able to cleanse the rest of the month. So there is no negative to claiming day one. If you get the 23 speed sword on day one and you're like, I'm locking that shit in, that's fine. You don't miss out anything not cleansing future Mondays. It will actually automatically cleanse them for you, add the XP to your Heart of Orbis, and then you can't touch it again until the next month. So you don't have to worry about missing out. The only thing you miss out on when you lock it in immediately is the potential to get something better. Speaking of something better, let's get one of those 23 speed swords. That's not it. 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 Come on, game. I'm level 10. Show me my S's. I'm not going to keep it, but I may as well put it there. It's something, right? Come on. At least give me my 50 leaf baseline. All the way in. We've not gotten a single S yet. Okay, there's my Mola. We'll store that. Worst case scenario, I'm walking out of this month with 20 Molagora. No. No. Ah! This is nice for brand new players. For me, I've got every RGB unit in the game. Most of them I've got multiple, so this doesn't do anything for me, but for a new player, maybe this is worth it to you over the Leafs and over the Molagora. Only you can make that decision. Only you know the state of your account. Come on, game. All right, okay. 20 Leafs. Get off my lawn. 50 Leafs. There we go. Okay, so I got the 50 Leafs and the 20 Molagora. I'm good for this month, literally. Now, it's just every single Monday moving forward is just me fishing for one of those double S or triple S rewards. And if I don't get any double S or triple S rewards, I got my selection. Oh, God, these are not an S tier reward. These are awful. I'm going to collect it for one very good reason. I would like to spell a special word here with one more S rank thing. So let's go. Let's get one more S rank thing. Denied. I can't even spell naughty words. Okay, well, there we go. On Monday, we will get 200 more taints, and I can go for it again and keep fishing till the end of the month. But if you are locked in, if you've got what you want, go ahead and receive your reward. Go ahead and receive your reward right away. Otherwise, wait till the end of the month. Wait till every single Monday. Get 200 more taints every single Monday through the end of the month and fish for the thing that you want. Wonder what that word is? It's sass. It's sass. What do you think it is? Delete the yeah, all I gotta do is delete these leaves and I can spell the word, right? Yo, for real, if I get 50 Leafs again, maybe we do that. What are the chances? We don't know what the odds are. They don't give us rates anywhere. But I can tell you, I have been doing this since they instituted it in March. I've never seen anything higher than an S, like except in screenshots. I have 120 Galaxy coins. Should I buy ML Kayron if I don't have him? ML Kayron is a fun unit, but he's not a good unit. He is functional at high-end gear and high-end RTA, but mostly he's just a unit that you have for fun. He's great in tournament mode where there's lots of pre-bans, and he's a nice niche pocket pick. I'm sure me saying he's not a good unit's gonna like kick sand in somebody's britches, but I've had a lot of fun with ML Kayron, but it's not like he's gonna take you to the next level, right? I'm new to exception. How many hours until ML Fern drops? 11 and a half. 11 and a half hours or banner goes live. There's no maintenance tonight, just happens. I'm doing pretty good, Concurrent. Thank you for asking. Considering that you saved the purification attempts until the last Monday of the month, isn't it better to just wait and do everything to avoid the mental torture? Except it doesn't cap out, does it? You can have as many as you want. I guess there's no negative to it, except that, you know, what if you got the 23 speed sword day one and then that was a whole month without the 23 speed sword? Or God forbid, what if you forget? But anyway, yeah. I guess there you could do that. You could just save them all and do it all at once. Fern coming this soon? Yep. Fern and Freerun banner will overlap for 1 week, and then the following week will be just Fern, and Freerun will be gone forever. Hey Tristen, I have a lot of bruiser units, and I'm unable to properly gear them. Should I still buy Empyrean Ilynav? I got a chance to get the best gun in the world, but I'm out of bullets. Should I still get the gun? Like, I'll never get a chance to get this gun again, but I'm completely out of bullets. Get bullets. I think you do, man. I think she is just such a good unit. Yeah, Wise put it best. She is an evergreen unit. She is always going to be good. And eventually, even if you just buy her and stick her in the waiting room, I think eventually you're going to get the gear for her and be glad you have her. It's not like she's unit on timer where it's like, yeah, currently meta, but by the time I have gear, she ain't gonna be meta anymore. Her kit's always gonna be good. Is it Fern Day? Yep, we're about 12 hours roughly from Fern. You can craft the bullets and you can go make your own bullets. Yeah, getting gear in this game is easier and easier and easier. Getting good gear, that's a different story, but getting, you know, decent baseline gear, and Ilynav's one of those units that just, like, what's good HP for Empyrean Ilynav, chat? Just start posting in numbers. What's a good, I'm not talking whale tier, what's good HP for Empyrean Ilynav? 30k? 36, I think you might be going a little hard there, Guto, but sure. What do you think about, yeah, 25 plus? What about defense? How much defense do you want on Empyrean Ilynav? 30, 25, 28, 32, 25, 28. How about defense? What kind of defense do you want on Empyrean Ilynav? 1.4, 1.8, 1.5, 1.7. Here's my 35 by 1.8. Here's my 30 by 1.5. This is really good gear, especially the Destro one. Everything you guys are saying is lower than this, and it's still functional. It's still good. You don't need insane gear. You just need decent gear to make Empyrean Ilynav work. You don't have to go stupid on her. You just probably could go. I could probably go out and with all of my units currently geared, we go with a tank prot set version with just the shit I have laying around, not it's using the same gear. Let's go ahead and do a Destro version with just the shit I have laying around. I can do 31k health, 16k defense. This is with gear that's not currently on anybody. Respecting immunity set. All I need to do is move a couple of pieces around, maybe lose 1,000 or 2,000 health to get that last bit of crit chance. And I've got a functional DPS Ilynav with my leftovers. She's not a hard unit to gear. You just need to actually actively farm the pieces to get her where you want her to be. Now, if you said, I don't have the gear to make, I don't know, Sylvan Sage Vivian, should I go ahead and pick her up? I'd be like, she's going to be in your waiting room a while. She takes really good gear. But Empyrean Ilynav, the better her gear, the better she is. But she's kind of like the APOC Ravi of old. Even a bad APOC Ravi is still APOC Ravi. Even a badly geared Empyrean Ilynav is still an Empyrean Ilynav. This is what I got from last month. I'm scared to look. My man. So this was double S and you double tapped into the speed, right? You got a double S reward and you double tap the speed? Absolutely fabulous, man. Congratulations. What a beautiful piece. What a beautiful piece. Is made worth picking up with the 80 Galaxy coins. Remember that... Okay, a couple things, guys. Big PSA. You notice when you logged into Epic 7 yesterday, there was no silhouette of some random mysterious moonlight hero, and we're all like, "Ooh, oh, is that ML Tamarin? Is that a new ML Bologna? Is that MLDN?" You know, none of that, right? We didn't get any kind of hint to who the next ML5 is. And yesterday and today, those are the days when they drop the hints, when they give the reveals, when they talk about who's next, because we're only 2 weeks away from the new ML5 banner. That only happens when they're going to do a custom group banner, when there's not going to be a new ML. After this rotation is over, very, very likely going to be a custom group summon. Now, custom group summons are both a boon and a danger, okay? What it basically means is right here, I can click this little recycle button on Zeo and pick from any of these units to make it the 5-star that I'm fishing for. With a custom summon, you get to pick the units that are in here. You get to select the 3 units and seed the 3 units in here, and then you can select which of the 3 you're going to summon for. And once you get him, you can go and summon for the next one. And once you get her, you can go and summon for the next one of the 3 that you want, right? So if they do that, that's what's coming up next. And you got to ask yourself, do I want to spend my pity on Maid? Or is there any other ML5 that I would rather spend my pity on? Now, I can tell you that if they do this, it'll probably be prior to Bossarunka. It'll probably be ML Tayu and earlier is who you could select from. It's also very weird that they would do this at about the same time they normally release the Headhunt event. So that's where I'm a little bit skeptical. Why would they do a rerun Mystic right in the window where they normally do the Headhunt event? So I'm a little back and forth on if it's going to happen, but my recommendation to you is if you're thinking about buying Maid, don't. Wait until we know what's happening next week. If there's a Headhunt event next week, you may want to pick Maid up from that. If there is a custom group summon next week, maybe there's somebody you would rather spend your Mystic Pity on. If we're all wrong and it's just a delayed reveal and we find out the next ML5 is coming and it's Death Metal Tamarin and she's here to destroy the game, then you'll be glad you didn't pick up Maid, right? Wait and see. Always wait and see what's next because we don't really know what's coming yet. We have some thoughts. Headhunt isn't until December. Headhunt 2022 was started in October 24th. Hang on, I wrote this down so that when this came up, I would have the answer. Hang on. Headhunt 2022 started October 27th. Headhunt 2023 started November 23rd, and Headhunt 2024 started October 24th. For real, you guys want it to start in November, because if it starts in October, Bossarunka won't be on it. But if it starts in November, there's a good shot Bossarunka will be on the Headhunt. So, wait and see. We're rolling into the fattest, most aggressive time in Epic 7. Epic 7 is simultaneously the most generous game and the most money-grubbing coming after your wallet with a vengeance game, right? We're rolling into the season of limiteds. I fully expect to leave the Freerin collab behind, roll into a Afternoon Soak Flan Young Senya rerun that primes us for a new limited unit based on the art contest skins. There's always a chance we're going to get a CZN collab in November or some other collab in November. They did hint that we were getting 2 in 2025, so who knows? There is going to always be the December limited. We have never had a December without a limited unit all the way back to 2018. So expect another limited in there as well. Plus Black Friday and the packs and special sales they do in Black Friday, the events that they have going on for the holidays. Your wallet can hear the approaching ruin, am I right? So be aware and be careful before you spend your valuable resources. Get as much future sight as you can. Wait until the last possible minute to pick up your maid Chloe or your Zeo or whoever it is you decide to select on this. Wait until the last possible minute to go for dupes on Fern and Freerin until you see what's down the road. It's really important you go in with as much info as you can, because Smogate is purposely going to obfuscate things to create FOMO to encourage you to spend. And that's not scummy. That's just gotcha games. Is this Freerin collab kind of bland and no new game mode or anything? The story is sweet. The units are insane. The animation is next level. I'm not sure I would call it bland. I think it's pretty freaking good, and we're only 1 week into it. We get to see, you know, the second part. I don't know. I've lived through some bland Epic 7 collaborations before. It doesn't have a grindable thing like the Guilty Gear Arena or anything like that. That's true, but I don't miss it that much with how playable and usable the units are. Is Loser Charles even relevant now for PvP? There is a tech where you can put Closer Charles on, hey Wendy. Her name's Wendy, by the way. A little bit of lore for you. Judith is a fake name. There's a tech where you put Closer Charles on Riposte set and run him Bruiser, and he's actually pretty disgusting. So yeah. It's not like it's meta or anything, but you can surprise some people with the Riposte Closer Charles. Probably spoiled by how Overlord was done during an Epic Dash. That's a really good point, CG. Is ML Kayron worth the coins? In my opinion, no. He's a very fun unit, and he occasionally pops up with some really good uses. Especially in Ancient Inheritance, he's freakishly good there. He's a nice 4-5 pick in RTA. We've done some nasty things with him in Arena, but it's always just like a, hey, this is cool, check it out kind of a situation. It's not like he's a game-changing account or an account-changing unit. So, you know, if you want him and you like him and you want to have some fun, he's definitely a for-fun unit. I'm transmitting all of my Judiths now. I don't like liars. She was hiding out, man. She's like an assassin of sorts. Ooh, who do we get? Who do we get? It's not Shu. Don't even speak that evil into the world. It is not Shu. It is not. No. Oh my god. I mean, she's garbage too, but holy crap. Every time I see a warrior pop up, I panic. Fire Shoe. She really is Fire Shoe, isn't she? It should have been Shoe. You guys just stop being mean. Mock my pain. Is Ravi going to haunt me? I don't know. How many Ravis have we gotten? I don't even think I've gotten enough Ravis to proc coins. Yeah, I've only pulled 4 Ravis. I don't even get coins from her yet. All buff events started as well. Buff events all weekend. Let's go talk about that, right? Because it is Wednesday, So we did get the news, right? Let's go check out the news. Coming to E7 this Wednesday. So we have got nothing. They just kind of refreshed last week's announcement. But there is actually something. Special autumn gifts and events. So let's go over the one post we have, because there are some things to do in here and you want to get them taken care of. Okay, so a refreshing autumn breeze is here in October, and October has arrived. It's spooky month, guys. The best time of year. Just like the bright moonlight, may your days be filled with smiles. We are bringing exciting news about special events to celebrate autumn. See below. Okay, so, well, that was weird. I hit the back button somehow. Okay, so from now until the 12th, during the event period, a special gift will be delivered to heirs visiting Orbis, and special gifts are this cool illustration. Who's this with the hat? Who's the hat? Who's the hat lady? Is that Sirmia? I think you're right. I think that's Sirmia. Okay, Sirmia, Politis, and Meru. I'm kind of digging the Sirmia with the big ass hat. Still drinking, I see. And Arky's, check Arky's placard for random can't read them gift times 30. It looks like, hey Biako, thanks for the raid, my man. I hope you had a good stream. Give me a second, let me give you a shout out. Hope you had a good one, buddy. Okay, so it looks like this is going to be a little bit of RNG where you got a chance for, if I'm seeing these images right, 30 skin tickets, 30 Molagora, or for, you know, all of us who are in guilds where everybody gets the Mola and the skin tickets, 30 bytes of however much gold that is, right? Let's check out what it says. Players can receive the special autumn gifts only once during the event period upon login. The special autumn gifts will be distributed via in-game mail, so please claim them before it expires. Storage for 7 days. Probably these will hit soon if they're not there already. The illustration can be used as a lobby background and profile card in-game. If you are already logged in when the gifts are distributed, please re-log into the game or move to the lobby to receive the gifts. So this is probably going to proc when the Fern banner goes live. Special gifts that have not been claimed in your mailbox from the Desert Imperial will be removed. Yeah. Act now, supplies are limited, right? Okay. Now there's event number 2, special gift prediction event. Okay, so details. What is the answer to special autumn gift 2, which can be obtained starting blah blah. Hint. Check the item Arky is holding with a 0 in the placard event 1. Check your mailbox for gift that arrives 10-2. And then you got, okay, so you just got to comment in this post and you're going to get the stuff, and it's just the easiest to cheat. I'm not even kidding. Just cheat. Don't try to if you want to play their game and you want to play it right and you want to try to figure out the puzzle, go for it. Otherwise, just scroll down to the comment section. Hang on, I got to log in here. Give me a second, I'll dox myself. Just scroll down and look at the comment section, right? We'll come up and check all that and just literally just copy what everybody else does. So copy it, come up here, paste it, change it to your name. Tristen, Wulf, Global, Molagora. Register. You're not registering for anything. That's just translation way of saying, you know, submit your response. There you go. Free stuff. Easy. Easy. Okay, so what else do we have other than event number 2? Autumn Celebration buff events. For those of you who still have Leafs left, I know you're out there, right? Buff event. All buffs until from now until the 13th. Full ass 2 weeks of buffs. The duration of this buff event will be according to each server's reset time, starting blah, 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 blah. But don't worry, guys. You may be out of lease, but we got you. We got Burning Passion Packs. And we are doing something creepy with Burning Passion Packs. All Burning Passion Packs 1 or 2 can be purchased once per day during the buff event period. After purchasing both Burning Passion Packs 1 or 2, Burning Passion Pack 3 will be available in the shop for 4 hours. This doesn't mean you can buy Burning Passion Pack 3 multiple times a day. This just means that when Burning Passion Pack 3 appears, it's on a 4-hour cooldown. If you don't buy it within that 4 hours, it goes away. It doesn't mean you can make it pop up again. The purchase limit of Bursting Passion Packs will reset every day when meeting the requirement for another Burning Passion Pack 3 when the existing one is... When meeting the requirements for another Burning Passion Pack 3, when the existing one is already available for purchase, the purchase limit will be increased to 2 times, and the availability of the Burning Passion Pack 3 will be reset to 4 hours. How can you meet the requirement more than once? Oh, I guess it's not 24 hours, right? It resets across the server. So you could buy it, the server resets, and you buy it again. You'll be able to still buy it twice. So you don't have to worry about like, oh shit, I can't buy it. It'll go across reset and then I'll screw it. They're just letting you know that you can get it. All right. Autumn Celebration free 77 summons. Can someone add the link? Yeah, I got you, fam. All right. Give me 1 second. I swear I thought I saw something in here where they're increasing the purchase limit. Maybe shouldn't read notes before I read posts here. You know what happened is my pre-coffee addled brain read this and I read the Burning Passion Packs 1 and 2 and then like my brain skipped and I read 2 can be purchased once per day and I thought they were changing it so you could buy the Burning Passion Packs twice. And I was like, holy shit, they've ramped that up to like 11 if they're letting us buy these twice. Okay, I feel better now. I feel a little bit cleaner about Smilegate. Okay. What else we got here? Autumn Celebration 777 free summon event. So basically we'll get 10 additional summons a day for an entire week. A lot, you know, plus your 1 free daily that you normally get. So that's 77 free ML or free 5-star Cov summons. Remember the collaboration units are not in the Covenant pool. Why the Burning Passion Pack always have Rule on the post as the poster girl for the banner? She doesn't ignite your passion. Do these eyes not do it for you? Does not the most punchable face in the game make you want to spend on E7? Weird. I don't know, man. Okay, so nothing. You don't need to do anything about this. Just log and get the free daily summons. That's it. That's your news. That is everything coming tonight, but don't worry, guys. Fern is going to show up tonight as well. Look at me, just totally doxing myself after I tried hard not to dox myself. You guys didn't see that, right? Stow. It's just my work email. You want to buy some industrial equipment, shoot me an email. Okay, let's check this. Can anybody tell me what they added. I mean, I don't think they added anything to this, right? Did they? Update. No maintenance. Update will be applied automatically. There will be no separate update content notes for the first week of October. You can check through the details of this notice. Yeah, I don't think there's anything new that they added to this. What about your Guild War yesterday? They canceled it and they're giving everybody, I think 100 mystics and a whole bunch of armbands, like more than you would have gotten if you totally kicked ass in your war. So you'll get all the rewards and they're not affecting anybody's rank or placement on the Guild War scale. It's just free stuff. So yeah, it's the best possible thing. You didn't have to do Guild Wars and you're going to get free stuff. It'll probably be applied tonight. It'll be in your inbox. Okay. I guess the big news is that Fern is coming tonight. They did such a good job with the animations. They added changes for the free run interaction. Oh, the interaction with Fern, right? Free runs interaction with Fern. Is that what they added? Nope, they added this before. Yeah, that's what they added. They added it last week, though. With ML Kayron, they added that last week as well. Who's in the ML selector? It should be anybody prior to Bossarunka, not counting Bossarunka, if they do it. It's weird that they would do that right on top of or right before when the headhunt traditionally comes out. It's weird. Why don't they sell a skin with the collab? They would probably have to pay more money to the collab and get them to approve a skin, unless it's a skin that's already in the game. Then they have to do the art twice, hire a double dip on the voice actors, all that kind of stuff, when skins don't make that much money. It's a lot of cost for there's very little profit in skins for them. Very little. It's more of a labor of love. How to get ML selector? Wish I knew. There's no such thing. Unless you're talking about the selector ticket in the ML coin shop. Let me answer one other question first. People said, what about Fern's artifact? You get one. It's seriously good on Fern. I can't think of anybody else that would use it, but you want to pick up at least one, even if you have to powder it. If you get two, hang on to two just in case. But Sylvan Sage Vivian, I don't think so. Everybody's like, it's just better chatty, put it on Sylvian. Well, first of all, Sylvian typically wants book, and if you are running it, chatty saves her life. This doesn't save her life. She's got to take a turn to activate the barrier. Chatty activates when you take damage, so it protects you from death, whereas this just bulks up your HP and makes you harder to kill. Now, you might say 6 one half dozen another, but I've been in situations where chatty has kept me from dying, and this, I would have just gotten killed. So I don't know, maybe. But, the attack boost is pretty huge. So I guess maybe if you are currently running chatty on Sylvian, maybe. But I'm not. What I'm saying is you buy one from the powder shop, and if you don't get the second one, you don't lose your mind that your Sylvan Sage Vivian is suddenly going to be less viable. Fern's already for Stenny. You're really going to run Stenny without a book. That's crazy. The next question we had is, how do you get the selector ticket? Once you have pulled 4 dupe ML5s, you will have... once you pull 1 dupe ML5, and I mean pull it, not buy it from the shop, not get it from the headhunt, but pulled your first dupe ML5, over under the shop tab, a new shop's going to open for you called the Galaxy Coin Shop. Because when you pull that dupe, you will get Galaxy Coins. And in the Galaxy Coin Shops, rotating every 30 days, are 3 random ML5 units that you can buy for 40 coins. And if you want to spend 80 coins, you can buy an ML selector that will let you pick any ML5 in the game that is ML Ludwig and earlier. If you're not sure who ML Ludwig and earlier is, go over to the internet and Google Cecilia Bot. And go to the Cecilia Bot homepage, or just click on the Cecilia Bot timeline, and it will give you a timeline, and you can literally just scroll back until in this top bar you find ML Ludwig. He is right. Did I go too far? No. Right, here we go. Here's ML Ludwig in December of 2023. So ML Ludwig and anybody prior. Any ML5 that you can find prior to Ludwig is in. Or if it's easier, you can just look at anybody that's got the letter N for new beside them and say, okay, I can't get Dragon Bride Senya. I can't get Sea Phantom Politis. I can't get Dragon King Sharoon, Dragon Bride Senya, etc. Those are the ones you can't get from that ticket. Make sure you know. Don't go spending 80 coins hoping that you're going to be able to pick up your bystander Hua Young, only to find out she is not even on the list. That would be sad. That would be real sad. And you can only buy this 2 times per account until they refresh it. And when they refresh it, they're going to reset the limit. So I expect every 6 months or so, they'll refresh it. You can buy 2 more, and then they'll move that slider forward to include more of the older ML5s. I recommend you don't use this until 30 days from now. 30 days from now, you'll be able to see who the next ones are that cost 40, right? You're like, should I use this and buy Fallen Cecilia? Well, it's going to feel pretty bad to spend 80 on this, get Fallen Cecilia, and then in 31 days, Fallen Cecilia is down here for only 40. So if you can stand it, if you can stand to live without the unit for 30 more days, you may want to wait 30 days, see who is next, and then if they're not there, go ahead and make the command decision to buy it. If you want to play the long game, you can say, screw this. I'll just wait until they eventually show up down here. Eventually, right? Eventually they'll show up down here and I'll just get what I want. Hell, I'll get 2 of what I want for the cost of 1. But if there is a unit that is holding you back, if you cannot play the game because you don't have ML Ludwig or Fallen Cecilia or Maid Chloe, then you can drop your 80 and pick them up anytime you want. Next coin shop is Harsetti, right? I don't know. Everybody thinks they know, but nobody really knows. What's this, Diablo? Oh, your full auto run keeps failing? Shouldn't. I'll tell you what. Trials reset. So here in just a minute, I'll go ahead and go do that. And we'll do it together, and I'll try to build your stat line and see where we're falling down. Okay? So anyway, you don't get to see the shop until you get your first duel, and you don't get to purchase anything of value until you get your 4th dupe. And the same goes for conquest points. Same goes for Covenant shop. Okay, God, we gotta do this too. Actually, I have a lot to do today. ML Ilynav or ML Kayron, if I need to pick one of them. Ilynav. Dude, my man, this is how good Empyrean Ilynav is. You ready for this? That's how good she is. Oh, well, that's awkward. I swear I thought one of them was only double S. Oh, well, I'm building a third ML Ilynav. Let's go. I'm going to build a third one. I legit thought she was double S. I forgot that I pulled Fire Ilynav last week and triple S my last one. That's okay. I'll build a third one. I'll make the best third Ilynav with blackjack and strippers. And you guys will rue the day you laughed at me. You'll be like, God damn, that Tristen was right. 3 Ilynavs is the way. You just watch. You watch. Get off my lawn. Yes, Ilynav is very, very good. Kayron is very hard to build and isn't very usable. Did I get to select your own ML5 for 80 coins? Yes, as long as it is ML Ludwig or earlier. It's none of the more recent ones. How do you get Covenant coins? You have to pull a dupe RGB 6 times. On the 6th dupe, you get your first batch of Cov coins. Oh, dude, I'm right there with you. Look at this shit. Yeah. I got Bellions coming out the wazoo, too. So, yeah. But there's some units that, here, everybody's got that one unit that haunts them, right? Everybody's got that one unit. You know the rat loves me, but if we're going to talk about ML5 units, I've never pulled any Pirate Captain plans. I got one and I got her from Headhunt. So if I actually pull one, I won't get coins because the game will consider it my first time I've ever pulled it. So I've never pulled a Pirate Captain Flan in 7 years of gameplay for as long as Flan's been out. But this bitch on a motorcycle showed up 8 times. 8 times. So yeah, everybody's got that one that follows them around, right? They have her 6P Flan. If she's still a meme, she's kind of still a meme. You can use her here and there, but she's kind of like ML Kayron. She's mostly a for fun unit. I pulled 6 maids. Don't tell Biako. He'll be jealous as hell. Who are the 2 I'm missing? Tayu and Arya. ML Tayu and ML Arya. I'll get Tayu from the Headhunt event, and Arya just hopefully one day I'll look sack into her. Well, ML Kayron isn't bad right now. He's not bad. He's just not meta. He's a solid B tier unit, right? He's got some niche uses, and if you gear him really, really well on a 4-5 pick, you can fuck some people up. But he's not going to change your account. He takes very unusual gear. He's hard to gear, but he is a lot of fun. He is a great fun unit. Nobody's going to be like, I can't get into Emperor. I don't have ML Kayron. Right? When's the Headhunt event scheduled? It is not scheduled, but in the past, it's always been at the end of October, with one exception where it was at the end of November. And that's why it feels so weird that we've got all the earmarks of a custom group summon coming up with a Headhunt right after it. Kind of weird. I'm not going to get into a fight with you, Darren, over whether or not Kayron's good. If you're using them and having fun with it, don't let me shit on your parade. The units are just the chips. It's the gear that's the salsa. And if you build the right kit and the right team with the right gear, you can make anything good. I was cleaving with Blaze Dingo back in the day. There's all kinds of stuff you could do through gear and strategy and tech, right? Watching people rage bait out with an unkillable Euphine was hilarious back in the day. I just want to know who's worth more, Fern or ML Ilynav? Fern. But Fern's not an ML unit, Ilynav is, so you use completely different currency. So unless you're talking about, do you buy a Mystic pack to get Ilynav, or do you buy a bookmark pack to get Fern? But yeah, ML Ilynav is going to be a stronger character, but you'll always be able to get Ilynav down the road. Fern is going to be here for 2 weeks and then probably gone forever. I misread your sentence, Prince. I want to know, I just read who is worth more. I missed the mola. Who is worth the mola more? Fern or Ilynav? Testing required. Fern looks really, really good, but I'm not sure I'll be able to answer that question until probably Saturday. If you're running a non-damage Ilynav, if you're running a mitigation Ilynav, which I think is probably the better Ilynav to run right now, is one built like this instead of like this. If you're running one built like this, you can get away with nothing in the S1.
Hey there, boss.
Max
Who do you
S2,
think
and yeah, you
is
can
the
get,
best unit in the collab?
hey boss, who do you think's the best unit in the collab? So far, it's Freerin. You can get away with 0.53, right? So you can do an Ilynav on the cheap at 0.53. I think only if you're going with a DPS Ilynav do you care about plus 15. So whereas Fern is a DPS unit. So she's going to be a plus 15 unit, but you can always take your units off of Grace of Growth, so that when you get Fern, you can slap her on Grace of Growth and see how she performs. I love using Grace of Growth for new units that come out. Then you pull them, you slap them on Grace of Growth, you try them out, and you let them earn your mola. You let them earn your stigma. You let them earn, sorry, I'll turn TTS down a little bit. There we go. Let them earn your stuff. You don't spend on it. Hang on a second here. I always make my units earn their Molagora. She ain't gonna say that.
Is the volume better, you sexy?
Volume was the same, huh? That's weird. It's still louder than me. I'll have to figure out how to split that. I thought I had TTS split. I'll figure it out. Your equipment vid really helped. Thanks for that. Yeah, one thing that I really feel bad about not mentioning in that equipment video is, don't be mean, Jeremy. Just got done saying it's the one ML5 I don't have. Don't be mean. When you are, well, here, let's just do it dynamically, right? Give me a second here. Otherworldly Breach, hell. It's do this. Get this done. Got a new tier list for PvP. Brother, I am so turned off by PvP right now. It's you guys ever match me on ladder and you want free points? All you have to do is first pick Ruel and Maid and then lock in Wretched Rose on 3 and I will top right. I will nope out of that fight so fast. It's just free points for you if you ever want to beat me in RTA. Ain't nobody got time for that. That's a thing. You bet it's going to be a thing last day when people are roping for fun. Dude, it's not even that. I mean, here, where is it? I hope you guys are enjoying RTA. It's a blast out there right now. And just think, this could be even longer if Wretched Rose was involved. Oh my god. This was at max frenzy and went for like another 40 rounds. So yeah. Who won that? Nobody. Nobody won that. Let's be real. Nobody won that. Yeah, probably AB. AB's really good. Everyone lost. I don't know. I mean, things are going to change. It's early season. We got lots of stuff coming out. One nice thing is if you don't like the way the game is right now, just wait a couple of months. You go back 3 months and it was just oceans of people crying about how cleave is so strong and it's impossible to play RTA if you don't have speed because everybody just cleaves you. Now it's the opposite. Pendulum will swing back again later. It is what it is. My poor arena defense, when is it? 3%. Who you running, guys? What piece should someone focus on in building an Astroforge? Very personal, account-based question. Damn it, no otherworldly. Account-specific question. I haven't even started my Astroforge yet because I don't know. I'm legitimately saving my Astroforge so that when I try to build Fern, I can see what piece that I'm like, God, she would be perfect if I had just a better shoe, not that shoe. And then I'll Astroforge her up a nice shoe. I'm kind of using it to complete whatever unit I want to build on the new sets that I can't quite do. Congrats, man. Is that your 1 out of 5, or did you already have a 25er? When is Fern? Fern is in about 10 hours and 45 minutes. Have I played OpSig? No, I've built OpSig, and she looks like she's a lot of fun. She looks really good, but I haven't played her yet. It's your second 25 speeder? Awesome, man. That's 2 more than I have. Ah, no. Did I not get any otherworldlies? I think I got at least 1. I didn't. In 3 runs, I didn't get a single damn otherworldly. Okay, so what I didn't, I put a pinned comment in the video to bring it up because one of the things I told you guys to do is first go over and police the boots, make sure there's no boots that you want to keep. Once you're done policing the boots, then you can just use simple selection at that point in time. But you really do need to go one step beyond simple selection, and that is to look at any otherworldly gear, because if you got a 26 gear score otherworldly gear and the stats are perfection, it's just kind of low starting gear score, it's gonna suck to sell that because it's guaranteed to roll high. So always take a peek and make sure you don't have any otherworldly gear that's worth keeping. Then once you've checked that, then you can use simple selection to get rid of the trash. Look at this, look at this beautiful, absolutely perfect piece with flat defense main stat. So rude. Alrighty. Show me a speed banger. Okay. We keep just stay up top, stay up top, stay up top. It's okay. We forgive one because we can change that to percent health, and we're in really good shape. If we hit anything that's not attack, there is no attack. There's only 3 stats on this piece, and none of them are attack. It's okay. I take it. I take it. You sell 4 speed pieces. I sell all purple pieces when they're on these 2 sets. I'm over speed checking broken set pieces. I'm running out of charms doing it. Okay. This, that wasn't terrible, right? That wasn't terrible. This piece, however, there is nothing redeeming. I guess it's a speed check. Nope, we are out. Out. Yeah, out. Even though it double tapped ER. It's crit chance main. If you do not have over 100 pieces of gear, 19 speed and faster, then I will say you should go ahead and speed check 3 and 4. The Tory helm, I know, I'm so pissed off that I accidentally upgraded it. In a moment almost as classic as buying my 3rd Ilynav, I freaking upgraded this helm without thinking, and I'm so mad about it. Because there's no, I even thought about messaging Smilegate, asking him to roll it back. But it is what, it only went up about 150 health, so it's okay. That sub was very loud. People... Wait, did a sub roll in that I missed? Oh yeah, people are saying that the TTSs were very, very loud. I got to figure out how to adjust that down. They shouldn't be that loud. Is the music loud? Is the music really loud? I could pull the overall stream volume down. That's not me. I'll tell you what, let me try this. I pull the overall volume down, but I'm going to raise the music back up. Let me know if the music's too loud, and let me try another TTS and see if this fixes some things for you guys. So let's see. Okay, let me know how the music is compared to the volume of the TTS, guys.
I hope all your speed checks roll into effectiveness, you 25 speed monsters.
The voice is low? Okay, louder than before, and the voice is low. You guys are giving me all kinds of information. Good for me. It's louder? It's super fine and with static. You guys are all over the map, and now I feel like I'm being trolled. TTS is louder, voice is low, music is okay. My voice is low. Guys, I'm an idiot. I'm sorry. I drugged the wrong thing down. I drugged the wrong slider down. Okay. We're going to try this one more time. You'd think I hadn't had any coffee yet. All right, guys, I want you to listen to this and let me know.
Okay, my verse, music, and the witch TTS We good now or change things?
Better, guys. That any better? I also have it set so that the music and TTS will automatically reduce whenever I'm talking. So the music might sound a little louder when I'm quiet, but it'll quiet down so that the music never overrides me or the other people I have on. It's good now. It's like the voice, it's coming from another universe. Okay, is the TTS good or does the TTS need to be louder? Okay, let me know if the TTS needs to be improved, but everything else I'll leave where it's at. God, man. Thanks for the free tech support, guys. All good, all good. No. It isn't real. It isn't real. Okay, this is garbage now. At best, this could be 19 speed, and the other stats suck. So I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. What do I think of the collab story so far? It's very good. Okay, as long as this rolls the bottom three, we got a functional piece. It's just got to roll the bottom three. When I said roll the bottom three, I meant not min roll the bottom three. This game is messing with my emotions. Helmet, crit damage, good. Good. I can change this to attack. We've got a afternoon soak flam piece cooking here, guys. For sure. Woof. Double 4? Double min roll? What do I even do with this? Zerka's over here saying holy until in a few minutes he realizes it was double min, not a single 8. No. Oh my God, Smilegate, you're killing me. And you're killing my riposte Fern. I ain't even rolling this one. I ain't even speed checking this one.
Wah, wah, wah.
Wah, wah, wah to you too. Okay, a piece of advice for you. Never, ever, ever roll boots unless they are percent HP, speed, or percent attack main. No other stats matter. There are 1 or 2 units that use percent defense main, but there are no flat attack, flat HP, or flat defense main stat on any piece of gear that anybody uses. The rolls are nice, but it's PvE gear. It's gear that you're only ever going to use on some PvE units. This, however, is a little terrifying for me. If we change this to crit damage, most other riposte set users want HP over defense. I don't think this is any good. I think I'm out on this one. I don't see how I could possibly salvage this. I can't think of any place I'd want the last 2 rolls to go that would make me feel good about this piece. So I'm walking. Is Rocket Punch going to come back? No. But they do have an artifact called MOAS, which I say stands for Mother of All Scams. That will rotate back in through the special class summons, and you'll be able to get one that way. And MOAS has the exact same kit as Rocket Punch. Those rotate in and out every few months, or every quarter or so. So eventually you'll have access to a Rocket Punch-like artifact, but we don't know how long until it comes back again. This piece has got some legs. Let's go. High rolls, high rolls, high rolls. That's what I'm talking about. More high rolls. That was not a high roll. Come on. Something that's not defense, but also is very high. Six, 6, 7 on defense. I mean, if this max rolls HP or crit damage, then I'm okay with it. But it's got a max roll crit damage or HP. Saved! 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 Un momento, por favor. Add new piece of equipment. Armor. Riposte. Hunt epic 85, 15, 300. Crit damage 19. Speed 4. Defense weirdly 24. And health 8. A juicy piece, guys. That is a juicy piece. Copium? That ain't copium. Main status percent defense. No. This is okay, hang on. What I miss out on? What is this? I mean, go ahead and lock it in, but you gotta decide if the potential of these boots rolling good is worth more to you than leave some Molagora. For me, no. For me playing on a 2-year-old account, probably yes. You just gotta decide if it's worth it to you based on how good your competing speed boot gear is. Yeah, guys, that was armor, guys. This wasn't right side. This was left side. This is armor. It's fine. Okay, guys, this armor, by the way, this armor and where'd it go? And this ring kind of made me all emotional, and I missed a lot of chat. So if I didn't answer you, please ask your question again, because it'll be messy if I try to scroll back and look what you just said. So don't take offense. Just understand that I've got the attention span of a goldfish. So just ask away. Other than Fern, what other characters could use Fern's artifact effectively? Probably Sylvan Sage Vivian is about the only one so far that I can think of. There's not a lot of counter mages out there. Maybe Fire Mercedes, but she's not really used that heavily. That's about the only ones I can think of, and it would have to be a counter set Fire Mercedes. I always take least because I haven't gotten single S reward from Orbis. Smilegate should let us extract shiny gears from the world boss. It's annoying to... Yeah, I think that'd be a nice quality of life. Did I grab my crafting event piece? Have not even started it yet. Just stockpiling points until I see what Fern needs. Do percent increase artifacts affect the base stats? Artifacts that say they increase your attack, not a base stat. They're like a buff. Is it using a flat main stat gear if it has more? Isn't it fine using flat main stat gear if it has more than 20 speed? Oh yeah, of course. Of course. Speed checking is the exception to the rule, but we were talking about boots earlier. Any piece of that you can give us on who the next ML5 is? I think it's a custom group summon is next. Plans on doing Trial Constellation Day? Yeah, sure, we'll bang it out. I promised that one guy who said he couldn't do it that we would do it, so we'll do it next. Can you make a counter? Can you make Silverblade Araminta counter? You can, but I think she'll die. She doesn't have the stats to survive and have the effectiveness and have the attack and have the crit chance, or not crit chance, and have the speed on counter set. I think you're just gonna, she's too glass. She's too glass. It would be a very weird build. Fern drops tomorrow, right? Fern drops in about 10.5 hours. There is no maintenance tonight, so it's going to go live in 10.5 hours. I'll jump back on. Ahmed or Asflan from the tickets. Heard Ahmed needs to be 300 speed. Asflan's just a better unit than Ahmed. I don't know what to tell you. Ahmed's a really good unit, but Asflan is just broken. Can I slap triple health set on ML Ilynav? Sure, why not? What's the meta Emily build? I procced immunity... protection immunity or Destro set. I think Prot immunity is more common. Destro only because Destro is a harder build. It just depends how you want to play her. If you're going to play aggressively or full ass tank down, you want her to be a sub DPS or just be there to keep your whole team alive. I've got one of each and I pick them depending on how my opponent stacks me. How do you use the ingredient cores? You go up to this little box in the corner. You go to the steel workshop and you go down here to this one right here with the sword and shield. You pick on the piece you want to use, you pick the main stat that you want, and then that's where you use your ingredient cores, and now I'm crafting a crit set, hit set, neck. At what point do I consider heroic gear is good to use? At the point where it's got speed on it. Once you've got about 500 pieces of gear, there's no such thing as heroic gear, in my opinion, except as a speed check. And don't get me wrong, you can get some bangers off of purple gear. Some of my fastest pieces are purples. Here's a 22 speed purple. Here's a 20 speed purple. Where's that stupid ring? Here's a 22 speed purple. Here's a 21 speed purple. It can happen, it's just not common. Amelia, Empyrean Ilynav. I don't know why you called her Emily, but I'm ML Ilynav, Emily. Get it? Cute. What's my thoughts about the Fern's artifact? I think you only need one. I think it's legitimately only good, like only best in slot on Fern, and it's somewhat usable on maybe one or two other mages, but they probably have other artifacts that are just as functional, if not better. But we'll see. Do I enter each gear individually for fribbles? I usually do because I'm lazy, and the import process always kind of breaks a lot of my units because I have so many dupes, but every once in a while I do a full ass import just to make sure I didn't make any mistakes. Ironically, counter Freerun might be nice on Fern Artie. That's some fun tech. Go for it, man. How much time do players need to get a good amount of speed gear? How much money you want to spend on the game, Euro? I can get you enough speed gear to do anything you want in this game if you give me like an unlimited bankroll. But if you're talking free to play, I'd say if you play all the time, you resource your manages perfectly, and you know what you're doing, you could probably get enough baseline speed gear to climb into champs within 6 to 7 months. If you're absolute Chad professional at the game and lucky, you could do it a little faster. Is it worth it to have 2 copies of Freerun? It's a luxury. It's totally not necessary. 1 Freerun does everything, but 2 is really nice. I really enjoy having 2 of them, but I've got the gear to pull off 2 of them. I had the Molagora laying around to pull off 2 of them, and I'm a streamer, so it's fun to have all the toys, but 1 is plenty. Don't break the bank chasing a second one unless you just really want to have fun with it. Because when the dust settles, you're probably only going to reach for one of these girls 90% of the time. And the 10% you'd reach for the other one, you'll just re-gear for that content and then put the gear back. 3x health set good for Empyrean Ilynav. I would go for 2x health and an immunity set. I think immunity set's very important on Ilynav. But, yeah, you can do that. Triple health can work. This one's double S. This one's only A. Does my Jesus Ross have speed? More than most, but not a ton. I think most Jesus Ross are sub 170. I only went to pity twice on Freer, and I just got giga freaking lucky. Best Lorena artifact, Starks. Some people will tell you Pipit Lance, but most people don't have a plus 30 Pipit Lance, and if they do, it's better on other units because Conk already heals so damn much on her S1 that she basically full heals, so I don't think she needs the extra healing. I think it's kind of wasted, right? So I just plan to put Starks already on my Lorena. Now, unless you're talking about an RTA Lorena, I think this one for the push is worth losing the 4%. Because she's going to kill some shit, and it's going to CR push your whole ass team by 12%. That's sexy as hell. So I really like Glutton on her for RTA. But for standard PvE content, Stark's Artifact's probably best in slot. But Pipit Lance is basically just better Stark's Artifact. It's just, I think that better helps other units more. I heard ML Ras was free. He is not a normal ML. Correct. You cannot summon Ras. Once you complete Chapter 6, down here in the lobby, a little picture of Ross's head's going to appear down here in the bottom of the lobby. You click on it and you can go through the missions. It takes about 4 to 6 weeks to do all the missions unless you rush it. If you rush it, you can get away with it in about 2.5 weeks and you get your Ross for free. For free is subjective. You're going to spend millions and millions, tens of millions of gold, tens of thousands of powder, shit tons of leafs. You're really going to go through a lot of resources. No, it won't let you sell Ross any more than it'll let you sell Mercedes or anything like that. You legitimately cannot, you can't imprint them, get rid of them. If somebody says, I don't have Ross on my account anymore, they do. He's just, he's probably hiding out in this storage box, or they stuck him in the waiting room and forgot. But he's on there. It's legitimately impossible to not have Ross on your account. Is the next collab unit tomorrow? The next collab unit is in about just a little over 10 hours. The banner goes live. There's no maintenance tonight. 3.5 weeks, and I'm 2 days away from Ross. Or I'm 3.5 weeks in, and I'm 2 days. Yeah, I mean, it just all depends on how. But, you know, do you have the resources to get through stage 2 and stage 3? What news did we get today? There's going to be a buff event for the next 2 weeks with Burning Passion packs. They clarified some issues with pack 3, and there's a web event that if you do, you'll get some free stuff, and there's a new lobby art. Oh yeah, and 77 free summons. So we're going to get 10 free summons a day for a week, which is pretty cool. Is Westworld sure good in any content? If so, how do you build him? He's fun if you're running a bomb team. We were running him in arena for a while. All of the evasion is kind of shit all over bomb units and detonator units right now, unfortunately. So until we start coming up with ways to penetrate evasion better, or put units to sleep or do something like that, units like Silverblade Aramentha, Westworld Shuri, Pirate Captain Flan, all of them kind of slid down a tier a little bit. Mystic Summon, any news? None yet. The way they've set it up without us having a silhouette or any announcement today, they've only ever done that when we're going into a custom Mystic Summon, but it's weird to do a custom Mystic Summon literally 1 week before they usually announce the Headhunt event, or 2 weeks before they announce a Headhunt event. It's possible, but it's weird. So I guess we'll have to see. It's most likely a custom group summon, though. Rylot is not good on riposte, guys. And until he gets an exclusive equipment with lifesteal, or they come up with some kind of a lifesteal evasion artifact for thieves. Rylot's one of those units like, oh man, look at him go on riposte. He's killed. Oh my god, and he's dead. it's the way it's going to be. You think your Rylot died fast before. How OP will the next ML5 be considering getting baited with a custom banner? I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be responsible and not at all designed to sell Mystic packs. Does pity carry from... Oh, hang on. I got hit with a scroll. Does pity carry from Mystic Banner when it moves to a... Yes. A custom group summon is just a Mystic Banner. The only difference is you'll go into this tab right here, and when you click on this this little reset button here, instead of being given 4 choices, you will be presented with all of the choices, and you will select 1, 2, and 3 heroes. They'll appear down here. You'll lock it in, and then when you click on this, it'll only show you the 3 heroes that you locked in. And then you can summon for one, pity it, get it, line up the next one, pity it, and get it. It just lets you populate this with 3 heroes of your choice. And it will probably be only units earlier. It'll be like probably... I doubt ML Kayron will be in there. I know Boss Arunka won't be in there. So it'll be that and earlier, if that's what they're even doing. But other than that, other than this populating selection process, other than that, it's just a Mystic Banner. It's not anything different from a normal Mystic rotation. How long until the Fern banner? I need to put up a timer. 10 hours and 15 minutes. I played arena matches that lasted 15 minutes. Yes, they are awful. There are also special Mystic Banners, which I believe have a separate pity. Yes, they haven't done one of those in forever, though. What artifact makes MLK's push every time someone takes a turn? It's not every time someone takes a turn, but you are probably running into this one where every time somebody uses a non-attack skill, it pushes her up, and it's only once per turn. There is also another one, like the poor man's version of Soul Constellation. Since that's limited, you can run an artifact called Eternus, which basically does the same thing, except when it's a non-attack skill, it's when it's a debuff. And when somebody puts a debuff, she'll CR push up. Oh, okay, and her kit has it as well. Okay, so if her S3 is not on cooldown, that'll cause pushing too. Could I do a 4-star ML tier list for low spenders and free to play? Except that I mean, I could do a 4-star ML tier list, except there's really no way to buy them. I mean, I guess they do occasionally appear on Mystic Banners, but going hard for an ML4 feels weird. You will get so many of them within 6 or 7 months. You'll all your ML 4-star units, you're going to wind up with multiple copies of them, right? Enough to be triple S on all of them. Unless you're Byakko and you can't get Westworld Shuri. He's not even good right now, Byakko. Relax, it's okay. If you hear somebody say Moonlight Selector, they're probably talking about the one that's in the Galaxy shop for 8 coins. And it's up to ML Ludwig. It's not any of them. Any that have come out in like the past 2 years are probably not included. I have yet to get New Kid Auden. I hate to say it, but Naked Auden's really good. Really good. It was stupid Leo. I'm so mad. Byakko, did you talk about how Ilynav is so good that you went ahead and went to the Galaxy shop and bought ML Ilynav so you could imprint your existing Ilynavs because she's so good, and then you went to go imprint your existing Ilynavs? And you found out that they're both already triple S, and now you've got a third Ilynav that you have to figure out what you're going to do with. Do you feel less stupid now? Did I make you feel better today? Auden is good now. New kid Auden is pretty terrifying. He's a very strong unit. What does... Wait, does Butterfly Hair Ornament reset when Fern gets her turn, or is it once per reset? I think it said that in the notes. Notes. That's not the notes. Oh, damn it. I believe it's once per turn, but let me look. Can only be activated once per turn. So yeah, when she takes the turn. If she counterattacks or riposts that attacks, that's not a turn. That's something that happens not on her turn. But once she takes a turn, this will reset and she'll be able to get... So you could use your S3 and then counter next round, it will be reset and she'll get it off the counter. It will proc on counters and dual attacks, but it'll only proc once per every time she cycles. Which is why you want to have a little bit of speed on her. You don't want to go base. You don't need to build her like 400 speed or anything. Though if you do, she'll have a barrier non-heck and stop. What are the top 5 units right now? Ooh. Lady of the Scales, Bossarunka, Renak, New Moon Luna, and Genesis Ross. If you're talking about RTA. There's your top. There's your top 10 if you're talking about best units in RTA right now. But if you're talking about not PvP, for example, Lone Wolf Para, Empyrean Ilynav, and Genesis Ross have like almost zero use outside of RTA, Guild War, and Arena. So, and some of these units are like, if you're talking about regular Arena, Setska and Harsetti are at the top with Lady of the Scales. If you're talking about Guild Wars, Renak and Bossarunka are still really high up, but New Moon Luna plummets to the bottom of the list. So it really depends on what content you're talking about. And that's one of the nice things about E7 is it's such a diverse game and different things work in different places. It's not like a lot of games where it's like, get this unit and own everything. It's a game of team building, of team synergies, and sometimes 5 stars aren't even the best thing for the job to be done. And it infuriates new people when new people come in and they say, hey, what should I go for to be the best at this game? What team should I build to clear content? It's like, it takes a whole ass village. It's not just a one and done or grab these 5 units and you'll rule the world. And that's at the same time one of the blessings and one of the curses of the game. It makes it a little hard to get into, but it makes it easier to stick with. It makes it more interesting. It's why this game has endured for 7 years, is the variety, right? Yeah, you're going to tell me Fene and Brieg and Tamarin shouldn't be on this list if we're talking about what's the best non-PvP units? If you have 300 Ahmed, you could Brain Ted, Cleave till Champ. Let me know how that works out for you when actual players start playing the game. But yes, I do love my Ahmed. You want to see a war atrocity? My good friend Machine Gun got me all excited about this. You guys ready for this? I'm going to show you something awful. Make sure your kids aren't in the room. This could give them nightmares. What do you think? I'm really excited to use this. I'm really excited to use this. Already, she has been insane for me in Arena. So, yeah. It's just wild. She surprises the shit out of people. Can I see that again? Do you want to see that again? What's my defense team? Same as everybody's defense team. Scaly, Setska, Ross, and Freerin. It is incredibly high gear score and speed, guys. Incredibly high. This is not an easy build. Yeah, the only reason she's on this one instead of Lulakar's artifact is for the souls, because arena defense still counts the souls towards Freerin's banner, even though it doesn't show the souls on the right hand side. It still gives Freerin the souls, so her barrier stays up longer. And I'm running the injury Setska on her own artifact, so that when people try to bruiser me down, it doesn't work. I'm running a Giga DPS Ross. This is not your classic super high HP. This Ross slaps. When he hits things, they die, and that's the way I wanted him. So he's a little bit fragile, but he nukes. And I'm running my speed Freerin, my RTA Freerin. I tried my DPS Freerin, and she wasn't holding up nearly as well. So I think it was because of the souls on the artifact. So I just went with this one, because really Ross is the big damage dealer and Freerin's the finisher of the team. I didn't need to go with the nuker one with Ross on the team. It's kind of sad that we're very close to my defense being better than I am at arena right now. She shouldn't be able to work in defense. It's so dumb. Is it really PvP then? RIP, I miss Setska. She is not limited, nor is she collab. She will come back around again, Red Fox. In fact, you could just randomly roll into your summons and randomly drop a cov, and out she pops. Fern is tomorrow. Fern is in 10 hours. Fern banner goes live in 10 hours. There's no maintenance tonight. Fern is from the Fire Summon turf. Fern is not. Collaboration units do not appear in the regular summons. They only appear in their limited drop rate up. If you go down to the Cov summons and take a look at this little Moonlight Crescent, it'll show you what heroes are in there. You will not find Fern or Freerin on the list anywhere. They are not they are not summonable. But Setska is, right? If you look in the fire summons, right here she is, Setska. If you look in the Cov summons, chat's losing their mind because I've gone past right here. Third from the top. I mean, it's only a 0.016% chance, but there's a chance. So get to summoning, man. Just pull 10,000 summons and it's practically guaranteed. Hey, crazier things have happened, right? I'm actually kind of glad I didn't summon Setska right there, because I like Beardy and he would never watch my streams again. And also remember that at least once, usually twice a year, they drop Covenant Selector tickets, and all you got to do is wait for one of those to drop, or wait for a Setska rerun banner, and she's yours. She's the unit who's going to endure. I know it feels really bad not having her right now with how strong she is, but it'll come around. Oh, Beardy's got a double S Setska. My bad. Do we think that immunity set is a must if running free run slower than 245-ish speed? I don't know. Is it a must? I don't think it is. Is Fumir good with free run? Very. Yeah, I think you can get away without it. I mean, I certainly am, but I've not taken her into RTA yet, so I don't know how debilitating debuffs are going to be for her, but I've not run her on immunity at all. Yeah, Durstar saying he doesn't feel she needs it. I think you might be okay. I'm not bragging, but I got a list longer than my arm of heroes I don't have. Free Rin, just instant dice. That's why you make sure you build your... any good Free Rin has got over 7,200 attack, or HP, so she can live with a little bit. So that Renox don't just one-shot her. If your Free Rin is below 7,000 HP, you need to rebuild your Free Rin, or you will just instant die to Renox. This one almost instant dies to Renox, but you notice both of my Free Rins, I try to stay above 7,000. I think it's very important. My Ross build, I only, everybody only has one Ross. That's him. I went full on damage. Most people are going with way more health and way more defense, even if he runs a little slower. But I like my damage deals do damage, and when Ross throws that sword, I want shit to die. So I went all damage. So this is not a typical Ross, but it's how I'm running them because that's the way I play. Don't necessarily copy it because the way you play Ross might be different. I've only been playing 3 weeks. Time is on my side. Hell yeah. Well, Renox can S2, S3, and then she dies. Renox S2 and S3 won't do. Oh, yeah. I mean, you can manually target her, get the debuff on her to drop her HP in half, steal her stuff, and then pop her. Sure. By the way, Tristen, so in that situation, sure, immunity would protect you from that. No, immunity wouldn't protect you from that. Her effect goes through immunity. Yeah, I guess. Pen or Torrent Fern? I think Torrent probably, because most Fern's big damage skills are AoE. Is there something I can use to see what gear suits a character? I feel right. Yeah, you see this little see your armor down here, right? Right below this armor, the little lightning bolt, sword, and shield. Click on this and go to View Reviews. And under View Reviews, you can look in the past 2 months, or if there has been a balance patch, you can look after a balance patch, and you can click on these sword and shields and literally see how everyone else has them built. Here's a more typical Genesis Ross, less damage but more health. Here's a guy who's got a counter set Genesis Ross. Here's a guy that ran counter HP. Here's another Destro one. I'm surprised we don't see any revival sets. It might just be too new. But you can look and see how they have them built right there in the game. Now, a lot of people are going to have just trash on here, but here's a guy who went speed crit set on it and has made a Genesis Ross that just works for him on speed. You can also click on this and go to View Statistics. It'll take you to a website where you can pull up the stats on a hero, and you can see most people run them Destro HP, some run them Destro crit, and about 6% are running them counter. I suspect within a couple of weeks you're going to see Revival make an appearance on here as well. And you can also click and see the most common artifact is Precious Connection. Some are running them on DDJ, some are putting them on Elbrus. You can look at the stats and see roughly what the stat spread is. Most people are pushing HP all the way up. Defense and attack are on the lower end. Speed is on the lower end. Crit chance of crit damage, or the red tab is maxed all the way out. Nobody gives a rat's ass about effectiveness effect rest. So you can kind of see a stat spread. And this is really nice for moving the sliders around in the game, so that when you go to build them, you can be like, okay, let's see. People are saying defense is kind of in the middle. Attack is kind of in the low end. HP, that's all the way up. Speed is, it's not bottomed out. Let's leave that at 1. Crit chance and crit damage will run all that all the way up. Effect and effect res will run that all the way down. And it's saying that people are mostly running Destro HP, so we can select Destro and HP and see what we can build. And there's a pretty decent Genesis Ross built using that in-game slide system. So it's, you know, there's a lot of resources. Nothing's going to beat using something like Fribbles or asking for help, or the human touch of saying, yeah, you know what, this built a Genesis Ross with 125% crit chance. Maybe I should get in there and fine tune that. But you know, those are nice resources in game. I think the best use of those resources is when you've got a unit that's got an exclusive equipment. And you're trying to figure out which exclusive equipment is best on them. You can click on this tab, view the statistics, and go look at the exclusive equipment. And it's pretty fucking obvious which one's the best EE to have on them, right? The one that 71% of the population is using. So that's kind of nice too. And the artifacts too, letting you know which artifacts are best on them. Seeing how people have them built. A lot of nice resources here, but I think the one that most people miss is the reviews and being able to see how they're built, especially for units after a balance patch. Who was somebody that was just recently on the balance patch, right? Made Chloe. This will be a great example, because if you look at the past 2 months, I bet you're going to see very different Made Chloes. You're going to see Speed 220 ER. Somebody didn't build her yet. Speed 241 ER. It's 175 ER speed set. After the update, I bet you're going to start seeing he didn't change her. Oh, come on. Really? Is nobody building good? Yeah, here we go. Counter set is suddenly way more popular on her than it was before the update. I think a lot of these are people. Whoa. What the yelly is that? So anyway, make sure you're looking at after the update. And if you think you've built a really good one, post yours and say, then you can see your own. Yeah, it's one of the nicest resources, I think, in-game. Don't ever hesitate to say, can you show me what yours looks like? Or jump into a Discord and say, hey, can you guys share yours? I'm trying to figure out how to build mine. Don't ever look at one of these and be like, well, if I can't build friggin' 200 and... you know, I can't hit these stats, so I guess I can't use the unit, but it gives you an idea of what to focus on. You know she's not going to need any attack, crit chance, or crit damage, right? You know she didn't really care that much about... I guess she cares a little bit about effectiveness, so you're going for the bonk. But, you know, it gives you an idea of what stats to focus on. Very few units just don't work if you hit certain stat points. There are a few. There's a few that don't work unless you hit a certain stat point, but the majority of units... the better the gear, the better they work, but they will still work, even at lower end gear. Yeah, you're not going to get into the E7 World Cup, you're not going to end Legend, but you're going to be able to compete at your ELO and have fun with the unit, and that's what really matters. It's not an EP measuring contest. Yeah, look at my heckin' Renak. Oh. This is not a good Renak. But she is speed tuned to run in a certain way that I want to run her. So she's good because of the teams I take her into. And I need her to be at the speed or she fucks up some of my strategy. Most people building a Renak... they'd want something more like this. But having Myra knocked down here works with my certain teams and lets me do certain things the way I want them done. It just depends on how you play the game. There is no magic bullet. When people say, how fast do you need Ahmed to be? You need Ahmed to be exactly 5% faster than the enemy. And she doesn't need to be any faster than that. You can only build a 280 Ahmed, and you're like, I guess I can't use her. Bullshit. Bullshit. Just don't race with her. If your opponent first picks Bossarunka and Empyrean Ilynav, you can sure as hell take a 280 Ahmed into that fight. But if they first pick, I don't know, ML Kayron and Green Vildred, maybe that's not the time to whip out your Ahmed. Just, you got to understand how the enemy wants to play and play to your strengths and decide, do I tank down, do I race, or do I cleave them? And that level of understanding in Battle Eye just comes with experience and watching RTA streamers. So make sure you go follow I'm Suet and Valky. They're really good for that. 285 Ahmed's a sweet spot for you. I just got Lionheart. How do you build her? She is actually kind of a tricky build. She's very high gear score and she uses very unusual gear. This is mine. I think in a perfect world, I would maybe drop 10 to 15 crit damage off of her and give her an extra 2k health, but she gets the job done. Oh, Elfman. Yeah, well, yeah. I think if you're wanting to learn RTA, Valky and Sue are the places to learn RTA. If you're wanting to watch high-end professional god tier RTA, then you got a cornucopia to choose from AB to Light to Elf Mage to Hinogen. But you know, now you're watching the Titans fight, right? You're watching people who get into World Cups and are actively legend players. You're not watching mere mortals duke it out. You're watching the superheroes. Higa, oh my god, yeah. Yeah, you want to feel bad about your gear, go watch Higa. Meow Mixed is great too. Yeah, it's a ton of players to pick from, and the one you'll probably enjoy the most, if you notice you're gravitating towards one over the other, a lot of times it's less personality and more the way they're playing. And that will kind of clue you in as to maybe how you should start guiding your account. If you find yourself always watching cleavers or always watching tank down players, if you're watching Elf Mage, or if you're watching KHM and you're enjoying the fights more on one versus the other, you probably have a pretty good window into your soul of how you should start building your account and how you're going to want to play yourself. Kukerbat, yeah, watch Kukerbat, and just if the way you want to play is being lucky. I'm messing with you, really. Kukerbat's a fantastic player, but he's kind of our poster child for good and bad luck, right? He's the luckiest guy. Just sometimes it's good luck, sometimes it's bad. Yeah. They're, watch them all. Watch them all. They all have something to give and something to bring to the table. Make sure you're picking it up. I learned just about everything I know about RTA watching Valky, and I gravitated towards them, and I think that's why I like aggro so much. And aggro kind of wove into cleave too, so that's just me. Can I review Blue Serato as a unit? No. Poor guy. They buffed him over and over and over, and still nobody would use him. Nobody likes the Ice Twink, guys. I'm sorry. Can I review Gerardo? I used to cleave with Gerardo back in the day like he was going out of style, man. Gerardo cleave in 2019, that was the way. I would use Gerardo, Basar, I think Dark Rose, and all of that would push up. No, it was Tywin. It was Ice Tywin, and then I would drop my Blaze Dingo and just Blaze Dingo cleave the shit out of everybody. Oh man, those were the days. What a wild time. Okay, Baymock Chomp, you've been very, very patient. It was you who needed the help with the Constellation, right? Okay, so we're gonna do the full auto on the Earth Constellation. So this is our team. To do this, you want to make sure that your blessings for fire have at least the first one done. If you can get the second one done, it'll make it a lot easier. But you want at least the first one. And the first one's free, so that should be easy. Just slap somebody in there. And we're going to run Akka Hades, and we gotta gear it to what you showed me, right? Let's see. Let's do your Hazel first. Let's get it as close as we can. I don't like your Hazel being so slow, but that's too much. 17 by 19. 215, 228, 1915. That's fine. I think I got a plus 15 Warhorn. I want to get the same failure that you got, and then we can figure out what needs to be upgraded. Okay, pretty close on Hazel. Poor Tam. Let's do Tam next. Mog's Tome plus 30, good. 213. Health's about the same, The ER and effectiveness doesn't matter because both of us are over capped for this. I think. Just to be safe, let's go with a can't quite get the effectiveness down, but I don't think it matters, but we'll try this. And your Acades. I don't like Acades on Mag's on this artifact. I think that might be what's hosing you. But let's try it. So you went with the 200 ER. That's good. And you're about 200 speed. So let's just find a piece that's got some ER on it here. Too fast. Still too fast. 214, close enough. Bulk's similar enough. You're a little bulkier. I got more HP. I think we'll just run this. I really think she needs Tome. I think we're hurting ourselves not running Tome, but let's go ahead and plus 15 Rod. I don't know if I have a plus 15 one of those. Name. Rod of... I'm just gonna have to use a plus 30. It is what it is. And your Karot. Okay, your Karot. You've got more attack. Way less bulk. Okay, I think we might have hit the issue. Effectiveness is good. Where's my defense? How do I get rid of this defense? It's going to be that piece, isn't it? Speed, attack, flat attack. 10 by 10, 11 by 11, 45, 46, 237, 220. I think this is close enough for government work, right? And you're running a, plus 24 proof might be an issue. Plus 24 proof gives you 24% damage reduction. How much does she get from her skill tree? 20%. You're barely getting anything out of the damage reduction. Do you have Chatty by chance? Because Chatty or legit Fern's artifact might actually be crazy good here, to be honest with you. Best I can do is plus 27. I don't have a plus 24. Okay, let's just try it and see what happens. Everybody's skills are on. Make sure all your skills are on. Who is not included in the Moonlight Selector in the coin shop? Everybody before ML, or everybody after ML Ludwig is not included. So you can go over to Google and just search for Cecilia bot. It'll take you to this page, and you can go and click on timeline, and just go back to, I think, December of 23. December of 23, and that's where ML Ludwig is. And everybody who's got a red letter N on them after ML Ludwig is not included. So no Dragon Bride, no Sea Poly, no Dragon King, no Luna, no Ilynav, etc., and so forth. Man, I want Ilynav, but I only have 20 coins. Just summon 2 more ML5s. Easy. Do I have a Constellation guide? I never touched this mode. Tristen. Wulf. Constellation. Constellation guide for Perdition. Constellation guide for Nightmare. Free to play Constellation guide for Nightmare, by the way. So yes. And I'll be coming out with a new one today, because if you can get to the level 3, you'll be able to full auto the Aquina expedition now too. So we can literally full auto all 3 of them now. The only ones you can't full auto are light and dark, because they require hitting the mobs or doing soul burns. Wait, how can I see the next ML rotation drop? You have to wait 30 days. It says like 30 days and 11 hours left. You legit have to wait 30 days. And in that last 12-hour window, they'll show you what the next one is. I know, it's shitty. You gotta wait a month if you want to have Future Sight. Is Fern coming in less than an hour? Fern is coming in less than 10 hours. Same with the Mystic Banner. We usually know the Mystic Banner 2 weeks in advance, 1 to 2 weeks in advance. You usually know the Mystic shop rotation 1 day in advance. Okay, so far so good. Team staying alive, but I know it's that last hit. The last hit's the scary one, right? Fern timer where? I need to put up a Fern timer. Woo! That's a little scary. My health is a little low. His carrot dice there. He has less bulk. Yeah, I think he may need to drop some attack and bulk his carrot up a little bit, but we'll see if this one works. If this one works, then that's definitely the issue. I also think if he runs Chatty, because carrot gets 20% MIT and a plus 24 proof of valor is only giving like 25 MIT. So the proof of valor is doing almost nothing for him. So I think he might be better off running like Chatty on carrot. to proc extra barriers. Ow. I will, Loki. I always die by extinction. My carrot herself doesn't die. Okay, that's good to know. Do I recommend the daily multis or the summon packs? What? The daily multi... Oh, do I recommend the daily multi summon packs? They're fun. If you're relatively new, there's a lot more value than if you're a veteran, because there's a lot of neat stuff in, you know, a lot of chances to get something you don't have, a nice fun dopamine hit, right? But it's not like it's I mean, it's all just a gamble. It's all for fun and the dopamine hit, and they're kind of cheap. When you get to the point where you have most of the units in the game, then it's less of a big deal. I don't buy them. But if you're a new player, or if you're a streamer just getting started, they can be fun. As you know, it's good content. It's fun to do. Yeah, sure. You got $10, burn a hole in your pocket. Go for it. Pop, pop, pop. Pow. Attack down. Push up. Hit. Carrot. Burns. Burn, baby, burn. Big bang, and oh, look at that. Why are you getting extinctified? It's really just the carrot is too squishy, and that's causing all of our problems. But this is my carrot with a plus 30. Happens all the effing time. I'm gonna try more bulk. Let me try my carrot, because the only difference here is I went like 300 more, or 400 more defense than you had. And I think we're about the same speed, right? Where's your carrot? Where'd your thing go? Did I open Cecilia Bot on top of your thing? No. I opened this on top of it, didn't I? Yep. Okay. We're about the same speed. I got 100. I got almost 1,000 more 800 more defense, and like 400 or 800 more health, 400 more defense. We're in the same zip code for everything else. You've got more attack, but I think the attack's overkill. Okay, let's see if this makes a difference. And also, I really... You've got 3 Soul Weavers on the team. Cycling is going to be so much better than what Rod brings you. So I would go with Mag's Tome if I could. Okay, all the other stats are the same. We just bulked up your carrot a little bit, right? So the only 2 changes I made from what you're running was I put more bulk on carrot, and I changed Acades to a cycling artifact. Don't think it's going to make a difference. Let's see. This has worked every time for me, but maybe I've just been lucky. Yeah, I mean, they did nerf Carrot, right? They took away her ability to proc a barrier on damage. You need a little bit of attack. You want to make sure that those plants pop. But yeah, you don't need a ton, especially with a Gab coming in from Mascot Hazel. Where do I farm more equipment charms? Eulogy for a Saint is the best place. Other than that, Adventure. Now, if you're talking about ring and neck charms, for that, you got to do arena and buy them from the Galaxy Coin Shop. Unfortunately, they are aware that charms are an issue, and they are working on a charm farm, a separate charm dungeon, expecting that probably in early 2026. Hey, thanks for hanging out with us, Mega. Appreciate you being here. We need otherworldly for a saint. Is the Holiday Euphine team better? It's not full auto, but this won't work on Perdition. You need the Holiday Euphine team for Perdition. You can just do the Holiday Euphine team on manual. That would totally work. Anything that worked in Perdition will work here and easier still. Wait, really? I'm excited for that charm farm now. They said they are aware that charms are an ongoing issue, and they are looking at ways to make them farmable, and that's the implication was a charm farm. Yes. Do I still play Raid every day? I need to log in today though. I'm behind. Sitting on thousands of charms. Go get it, man. Go get it. Oh, that's okay, Casper. It's okay. It's not okay, but it's okay. At least you didn't miss Heart of Orbis, right? Hype for Fern? I'm looking forward to her too. She looks like she'll be a lot of fun. Ow, ow. Any level with the cross swords on stage 3, they all pay the same. I usually do Gray's Field, but that's just out of habit. It's not because it's better. Oh, that's right, Casper. I remember you bragging about that. I screwed up Orbis this morning. Every S was a box that I didn't need. Oh, I got screwed by her, but that's okay, man. You'll get more chances on Monday. Ow. Pop. I can't wait to get the 23 speed sword. Man, remember when they showed that and everyone was like, we're all going to get a 23 speed sword, guys? I was like, oh no. Oh no. it's not going to be easy. Does Eulogy drop accessory charms? Nothing drops accessory charms. The only way to get accessory charms is through, what do you call it? Through farming arena and buying them in the Galaxy and the arena shop, Conquest shop. Pop, pop. Pow, pow. It's a bulk issue, my man. Just squeeze a little bit more juice from that orange and you'll be able to full auto it. So yeah, just drop a couple hundred off attack. Just literally just change your attack neck to a defense main neck. Probably or ring. Probably something as simple as that. Whoa. Whoa. That bitch is already +6, guys. I guess you get some charms here. I take it back. Remember when I said the only place to get charms was doing arena? This is where you get charms. This is your charm. Do not get baited into spending your currency on this gear. Yeah, the gear looks great. And you're like, holy shit, this is going to be amazing. And then it rolls all low and you can only buy it once a month and it's 750 or 500 currency. When down here, you have hot and cold running charms at 15 currency a pop that you can buy 10 of every single day until you're out of currency. Tomorrow, I'm going to buy 10 more. You can even pick up Molagora if you're low on Molagora. These are the only 3 things you should be buying. And in my opinion, only the bottom and Mola if you're out. These are the only things you should be buying. Why buy the gear if you don't have the charms to level the gear? This is where you need to, this is where your cash needs to go, guys. Right down here. So where you spend all your stuff. I think these are bait and they should be avoided. Okay, what was the full auto team here, Biako? It wasn't Ray. It was Charles, Rowana. Vivian for the immunity. Who else was it? Evelyn? Vivian. Evelyn. We just needed 6 pieces of gear here. Evelyn. Let me put all the gear that I farted around with back before I forget. All right, it wasn't Charles, it was Fenris, wasn't it? Frickin' Fenris. Get in there, Fenris. Fenris is built already, probably fine. Vivian is built already, probably fine. Evelyn. Oh my god. Down a couple of notches. There we go. Decent Evelyn. Will Fern be good for this trial team on Riposte set? Don't know, but it's an interesting concept. I can't remember the details on it. Let's just press auto and see what happens, and then we'll tweak it from there. The neck, yeah, there's a lot of the gear in the shop that's good because no matter what happens, it's going to roll well. But what if it rolls low? Then you've got really, really good purple gear for 750 currency that could have gotten you 75 charms. You guys want 75 red charms? Then I reset. Okay, then you spend 2 million gold and more charms re-rolling it. I'm just telling you, everybody bitches about not having enough charms to roll their gear. Nobody bitches about having enough gear. It's always, I don't have the gold and charms to roll the gear I got. So I think it's a mistake to not take the charms. But I mean, you know, everybody got to do their own thing. Don't forget to change Evelyn's position. Does he? Oh, he needs to be in front. Makes sense. Yeah, I look, I ain't saying you did wrong, especially if it paid off and worked well for your account. I'm just saying, more people complain about not having charms than complain. And when they come out with a charm farm, my tune on this will probably change. But right now, getting gear is not a problem for me. Rolling gear is not a problem for me. Having the gold for the gear is not a problem for me. The charms are a motherfucker. Yeah, exactly, Dr. J. Exactly. Mola is really needed for me with these new units. Yeah, and there's Mola in there too. I'm good on Mola because almost everything I got's done. So the monthly Mola is plenty for me. Everybody's needs are different, and Epic 7 is a game of resource management. What's good for you might not be good for me, and vice versa. You got to do what's best for your account. But I think universally, all of us are complaining about charms. And the fact that they're right there, and it's so damn many of them. There's plenty of places. You can get gear from Heart of Orbis. You can get gear from Otherworldly Hunts. You can get gear from fucking packs. But charms are a pain in the ass. Lamo. You know, I just realized, Biako, this might not work because I didn't upgrade that second constellation. If this works, it'll be impressive because I didn't take the green constellation to level 2. I guess we'll see if it's necessary, huh? It'd be nice if it wasn't necessary. I'd rather get 50 leafs than a gear piece from Heart of Orbis. You say that, and then the 23 speed sword drops in your lap, and you're like, kiss my ass, 50 leafs, I'm out of here. Am I the only one dealing with lag while watching this? Is there anybody else on YouTube having lag? Everything appears to be smooth on my end. I'm not showing any drop frames or anything. Yeah, man, try refreshing your page or stop downloading that stuff from the hub. It'll give you better bandwidth. Boop. Full auto team. What'd you guys think? Did you like it? Was it sexy? We didn't even pay much attention to their stats. Check it out. We just went in with a standard PvE Vivian. A standard killing expeditions Fenris. A standard, she just needs 6 pieces of gear and would probably be better on counter set Rowana. And an Arvalin that I literally made by clicking manage, recommended, dropping these down a little and hitting the button and just grabbing gear that I had laying around. And we did it without even upgrading our blessing. Oh, nope. Wait. I take it back. It was upgraded. But that's fine. Increase the attack of the thief hero in the front row by 50% when counterattacking. Okay, so we did let our Ervelin do more damage. I do think you want to have... Screw this third one, but I do think you want to have the second one uncovered. You do want to have the second one uncovered, for sure. I'll make a guide out of that later, guys. I might reshoot the entire Constellation guide, or I might just do an Earth one. I haven't decided yet, but I'll get that up later today. But now we got 3 different ways to beat this Constellation. And everybody's like, what if I don't have Charles? Well, now you got a way to do it without Charles. And this one, of course, is just the Fene show. You do need gear on Fene, though. I'll do Fene's later. I'm not down to watch Fene just dual attack. It's just non-freaking stop. 350? You mean tomorrow I can buy the charms and the day after I can buy the charms again? I'm going 30 charms? 30 accessory charms in 3 days? Please and thank you. Same expeditions, right? Yep. Oh, we gotta do first time through to do sweeps, and that's boring. What else we got? We're gonna try something. My free rins are works of art, Ninja. I am more proud of my free rins than just about anything in this game. Why is auto on? Shit. Hang on. Are they going to release a thing where the game itself suggests what kind of heroes use specific gear? They mentioned something like that in the live stream, right? They did mention something where it was going to I mean, they were going to, there's one already in the game, it's just ass, but they did talk about how they were going to put something like that in. I think it was more about suggesting which pieces of gear to keep or sell. I don't quite remember, but I do feel like they said something like that. Who's Freerin? All I know is Fern. Shit, Loki. Yeah, I should be available to live stream the Fern summons. I don't know that we'll go much past Fern, so probably just summon her. You know, high five ourselves or cry in a corner about how bad the summons went or how good they were. And that's about it. No, they didn't. Late fourth quarter, early first. Okay. I think Ida cuts. And we'll do our first strip here. We are not going to cut, but that's okay. We can take one hit to the face, right? Ow. Ow. And then we strip and push fades. Fern's coming when? Fern's coming in 9.5 hours. 9 hours and 15 minutes till Fern. Okay, let me see if I can do this right. Stack. Stack. Oh no, that dispels the stack. That's okay. That's 1, 2, 3 here. What's the best build, damage or full tank? Full tank's easiest to use and is probably a little more common, but sub DPS I think is better in most situations. It depends if you play slow standard tank down versus high standard aggro. She's a wonderful sub DPS who can keep your team alive. So if the rest of your team can handle shit on their own, then she is giga freaking strong on a prot set and slow and bruiser, because she'll make sure the rest of your team never dies. She drops on reset for EU. They should all drop at the same time, guys. I don't think anybody gets her ahead of anybody else. It'll happen in 10 hours and 15 minutes. Sorry, 9 hours and 15 minutes. We'll all be summoned for together. Nobody's gonna get Fern before anybody else. Oh, Josh, good to see you. One hit, activate, S2, hit again. Does it work? Okay, we're back in the break phase again. What do you guys think? Yeah, it's a bug. I'm doing the break phase a second time. It's definitely a bug. Roughly 9 hours, a little over 9 hours, guys. Another hit. That should stealth the crystal. This uncovers the stealth on the crystal. Yep. Yeah, Jacko Valentine discovered this one. We're going to send this footage to Smilegate and get this shit patched, because I think if you played your cards right, you could theoretically sit here forever. And we're back in the break phase again. It's so stupid. Okay, guys, we're not going to complete this. We're not going to like get 100 million score or anything, because it is an exploit and you don't work exploits for advantage. Okay, you don't cheat in the game. It's a great way to get your account banned. We're recording this footage. I'm going to do it one more time just so I can have something to send up to Smilegate, and then we're going to call it, because this is not intended to work like this. And for those of you who say I'm just ruining people's fun, well, tough. This isn't the way this is supposed to work. You were going to post a screenshot and ask you about this? Yeah, would you, CG? Because that would be good to include in the footage that I send up. There's one hit, and then we S2, and then we restart the break phase again. And I could just do this like forever. So Smilegate, this is a bug. Please patch it. Otherwise, the top 100 is basically just going to be people who are exploiting the game. And that shouldn't be the way it is. Don't punish people for doing this. People are just having fun and farting around. Just reset their scores or give everybody max holotrials reward or something. But this is dumb. How many more hours until Fern? Roughly 9. It's a little bit longer than 9. Anybody go nuts on this side yet? Not yet. Not yet. But people are gonna. Did they give compensation for Guild War not working? It hasn't hit yet, but I suspect it'll hit when reset goes through tonight. Show me a 5-star! Show me a Tiger Hell's book! Show me a 4-star thief. Hey, Surin. Sent me a DM on Discord. Oh, cool. Let me see. Okay, Smilegate, so this one's for you guys. Please fix this bug. It's not fair that people are, cheesing the system to get super high scores. Don't take action against any of these guys. They were just farting around having fun with an in-game mechanic, but this isn't the way Holo Trials is intended to be played. I know this isn't what you guys intended, so roll out a patch as soon as possible for this, or at least give everybody compensation. Everybody should get rank 1 rewards sent to everybody, because nobody was allowed to get rank 1 rewards except for the person who decided to waste the most time cheesing the system. That's my take on it. Do the right thing, Smilegate. Cool. Thank you, man. Yeah, they did. The art team knocked it out of the park with this collab. They really did, guys. They really did. Yeah, 2 leases and 200k gold, right, Jacko? That's what we're getting. Thanks for showing this to me, man. I appreciate you bringing this to light. So tell me, everybody, what are you guys doing in your steel workshop, or are you like me and you're waiting to build your Fern and then make a decision? You got that Gooner game invitation from Smilegate too? Probably. I didn't look. Yeah, I'm waiting to see what I'm putting on my Fern. I've been trying hard, guys. It has not been easy, but I did build this Flan. She's nothing to write home about, but I decided because my gear is not that good, I'm just gonna go with a slow nuclear riposte Flan and then run a fast Flan. So I've got I got 2 options, right? I got my super fast one who doesn't need immunity because she's faster than most ML Rosses. And then I got my nuclear Flan. And remember, if you're running a Flan that's slower than 190 speed, you best put her ass on immunity or Genesis Ross is going to steal your lunch money. I am pretty pleased with my Ruel. She needs some mod gems to be done, but I'm very close to, being 2x2x2x2, which is the goal. But doing it on immunity set was rough. So 1919 is kind of where I'm at with Ruel, but a couple of imprints and a little bit of love and some better gear, and I think I'm there. I'm happy with my maid Chloe. Total paradigm shift away from speed ER into a counter build. Finished my war atrocity. And my LQC, I think, is up to fighting weight, although I don't think she's as good as people think she is. I'm pretty pleased with this LQC. And the other big one was OpSig. I think this is a very solid OpSig, and I can't wait to try her out. In the meantime, I got some other units to build. I was going to build Setska on Riposte set, but I just don't have enough Riposte gear to get my Setska up and running. I really love the injury build, but I don't think it's her best in slot if you only have 1 Setska. But if you have 2, this is a fun variant, which is great into tanky teams. The Riposte set's going to look something like this when it's done. It's just I don't have the Riposte gear yet. So for right now, she's going to stay on counter, which is damn good. Oh, and somebody was commenting on my freaking Tori. She had less than 5k health. She had less than 5k health, and I went and freaking +6 this helmet. I'm so mad. I'm going to be mad about that forever. Yeah, she's a PvP unit, Hayden. And of course, the 2 Commando arenas. One for RTA. One for PvE. Well, she's missing her boots, but you get the pattern, right? I'm not pre-building Fern because I'm superstitious about that, so haven't built her yet. There was one other unit that I wanted to put on reversal set. Who was it? My Ilynav, sure. This is the non-DPS, keep my team alive, other people are handling the damage, and she's just making sure no one dies Ilynav. And this is my, I need a sub DPS. Maybe I only picked 1 DPS on the team and I need a carry just in case that one gets banned, Ilynav. And this is my, I wasn't paying attention and I hit buttons too quick because I have a button pushing compulsion Ilynav, but someday I'll make her into something. How do you get 2 specially changed Lorinas? You go to your summon box. You open your summon box. You scroll to the bottom of your summon box. You grab yourself a second Lorina. You add her to your inventory. You go find that Lorina in your inventory. You go to the helmet tab. You level up that Lorina to level 30. You take that level 30 Lorina, you click on the Awakening tab. You click the Specialty Change Now button, you click Confirm. New Lorina. You can do that with any specialty change. That's how you get multiple specialty changes. I have a guide on it, if you forget. Remember though, although the specialty change was free, the skill tree was not, so you better be farming a whole bunch of runes before you pull this. But yeah, we all did this. Well, not all, but a lot of us did this back in the day to make extra Christies in case the first Christie died in RTA. Or sorry, Christie died in Guild Wars, so we'd have a backup. It's that easy. Now, you have to have the first Lorina specialty change done. If you don't have the first Lorina specialty change done, you've got to go into the Recruit and into the specialty change tab and actually do your Lorina specialty change. Once you've got it done, that's how you make dupes. And that works with any specialty change. You want to have 25 Axe Gods on your team or 50 Shepherd Jennas, you can do it. Go for it. Be the villain. Nope, you don't have to do the quests. You have to do for the first one. You gotta do the special change normally for the first one, but any dupes, you just push a button and you get it. Does Fern drop on daily reset, or is she have her own time? Fern's banner will go live in almost exactly 9 hours. 9 hours from now, Fern is going to pop up in your lobby and show up on the summons, and you can go for her. I don't know what your local time is, but whatever 9 hours from now is, that's when you can start summoning for Fern. And I will be on tonight. We'll summon live together. I'll tell you what, I'll make you a deal. You guys bring the luck, and we'll summon together. I'm on Asia server. It'll still be 9 hours from now. Share my Boss Arunca build? Sure. Mine's built a little bit more for damage, a little bit less for bulk. If you don't have Rocket Punch or Moas, put her on Proof of Valor and ramp her up to 30 by 30 and really piss people off. She'll be here after Guild Wars is done. She'll be here before your next Guild Wars is done. Nothing wrong with Moas. Shit, ProCube. Good job. You got me. My account is level 68. I can farm Hell Wyvern, but I can't do otherworldly. Is that what I should be working towards for the gear? Eventually. Rome wasn't built in a day, guy. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Okay, don't get twisted over it. You take another 1 week or another 1 month to get there. You'll still get there. Just enjoy the ride. There's no prize for ending first unless you were desperate to like compete in the 2026 World Cup. Don't be in a hurry. Have fun with the game and enjoy it. You will get there eventually. As far as doing otherworldly though, go to Google, type in Tristen, Wulf, Hunt, and otherworldly Hunt and Hell one-shot full auto team. This is the high-end teams. Screw that one. You don't want high-end teams. You're relatively new. New player friendly 2025 otherworldly hunts. Check this one out. Now tell me, can you build this level of gear score? And I mean, we're talking 81 average gear score with all level 75 gear, some ogre gear over here on every single one of these units. Even Sigrid is on not a single piece of gear over level 78. Stat recommendations are down here and everything. And it's all how to handle the otherworldly Larimar Wyvern. Out of the gate. Shush you. I'm talking. So here's a link to that video. Go check that out and see if you can do it. And also this team, although I like Una better for the pushes and the speed buff, I think it makes it a little cleaner. You can also use Furious just fine. He works really well. But Una does kind of stabilize it a little bit. But both work. Look at this. Wasn't a one-shot. It's a really, really weak Sigrid. But because of the barriers from breeding, the Wyvern can't kill. Now, it is possible that you don't get 2 debuffs. You get 15% on all the buffs, and the Wyvern targets your Sigrid twice. It can fail. I did 30 runs on this, and I got a 29 out of 30. But you don't... There's no cost. See, like right here, if he had targeted Sigrid probably would have died. This would have been a bad run. But because Sigrid didn't die, she's going to finish it off right here. So yeah, does it have fail rates? Sure, but Smogate doesn't punish you for fails. It doesn't cost stamina to fail. All it does is waste a little bit of your time. So you can still background battle and be able to farm otherworldly if that's what you want to do. And it's what I recommend because that's where you get the good gear. So hopefully that guide helps you out, buddy. I'm on Asia server, got my daily reset now. Yep, but Fern won't come out for another 9 hours. Hey, I'm glad to help, Code. I'm glad you appreciate it. Thank you for the kind words. I heard that Custom Mystic is coming soon. Any ideas if that's true? Usually today is the day they reveal the next ML5. Right? They show off its kit, or at least its animation. They give us tips and stuff, and we didn't get that. And the only time they have ever missed is when they're planning on doing a custom group summon as the next Mystic rotation. So that's likely. Now, the good news is, if they do that, it means probably that the headhunt will get pushed back a little bit, and the further back the headhunt is pushed, the more likely Bossarunka is going to be selectable. Like, if they drop the headhunt at the end of October, no Bossarunka. But if they drop the headhunt at the end of November, then definitely Bossarunka. Any team suggestion for Fire Constellation without Fene? I should really figure out that. Maybe I'll do that and combine it with the full auto Earth video. I'm sure there's a way to do it. It's just everybody has Fene because she was selectable with the selector tickets, and everybody that was around for the anniversary last month used one on her. So the only people without Fene are people who started in the past month, and most of those people don't have the tools necessary to go into Ice Nightmare Constellation right now. But I'll look into it and see if I can figure out a way to do Nightmare without Ice Fene. I guess that would be a good thing to have up for future, right? then this customistic summon is more or less a scam if there's a headhunt, unless you need 2 units. What if you need 2 units? If you need 2 units, it's kind of not a scam, right? And to be fair, there's no promise of a headhunt, right? I think it is as likely as the sun coming up tomorrow to happen. But until it's in black and white saying headhunt is coming, we don't know. They changed so many things. They might be coming out with something that's a way to get an ML5 that's different. We don't really know. But it's probably coming, guys. I'd eat my hat if we don't get a headhunt, and it's a big-ass hat. Strongly considering picking up ML Ilynav now. She's a top 10 unit, and she's future-proof. There's worse things you could get. If headhunt isn't coming, there's a truck coming to a headquarters near you. I have one more good set of riposte. What should I build? Fire Flan, done. Fern or Dark Auden? Fern. Fern needs riposte. Dark Auden is only kind of niche on riposte. I think it's potentially better on Dark Auden, but you're giving up so much damage for the ability to counter maybe 1 or 2 more times. Because remember, Dark Auden counters automatically on the first hit. So it's only on subsequent hits that you're getting any benefit out of riposte. And she CR pushes whenever she S1s, so she's going to close the gap. So at best, you're going to get 1, maybe 2 extra counters out of riposte. And you've got to ask yourself, will I get more damage out of those riposte counters and the benefit of the CR push? Will that outweigh the insane damage boost that I get from crit damage? And if the answer is yes, go for it. But it's going to take a really, really good riposte set to be better than a somewhat mediocre Destro set. But if you've got that gear, I think it's best in slot. But it takes cracked gear to make a good riposte Auden. It's like people who are making a riposte Lone Wolf Payra. Yes, I think a riposte Lone Wolf Payra could be the most horrifying thing in the game and is easily her best in slot. But to build a riposte Lone Wolf Payra, you're going to need to have 21 to 22 speed on every single piece of riposte gear. Do you have that? I don't have that. If you guys have that, then yeah, it's best in slot. But telling people riposte Payra is her best in slot build is really sketchy, because you're saying best in slot is something that only maybe 1 or 2 people in this game, not named Higa, have. So, yeah. Just because theoretically something is better doesn't mean it's attainable. There's nothing wrong with a Destro New Kid Auden. In fact, it's very, very good, and it's her easiest set to build. Yeah, if you can get this stat line on riposte, well, yeah, it's a shit ton better, but good luck getting the stat line missing the 60% destruction and the years of farming Destro set when riposte has just come out. Good luck. But if you can pull it off, for sure. But Fern is just so good on riposte set that even kind of a jank riposte set will probably be better than a Destro set or a speed set on her. Probably. We will know more when testing comes out. So yeah. There are certain units like Kayron, like Flan, who need riposte set to really achieve that next level of awesomeness. But then there are units like Setska and New Kid Auden who can be a little better with riposte set, but are fine without it. So it kind of gives you an order of operation on who to build first. Oh yeah, yeah. If you're like, holy shit, I can't build a unit like that. It doesn't mean you just have to uninstall and go play Hello Kitty Adventure Island. Okay, you can still play the game. All looking at other people's units should do for you is to basically look at the unit and go, okay, I can get close to this. I can't do as much crit damage, but I can hit the speed, less crit damage. I'm only going to be 4,800 attack. Well, that's fine. It doesn't mean that you can't build the unit. It just means you can't build that unit. Just try to get close to it and then see if it works. And if it works, great. Now you've got a work in progress that you can just keep making better. And if it doesn't work, you sit her in the waiting room and you farm better gear, and then you try again next week. Lather, rinse, repeat. Circle of Life for E7. This Sigrid is going to kill anything she touches if she doesn't die. So you're going to have to hide her behind somebody who keep her alive. But yeah, the Sigrid, Kisei. Same thing. Sigrid and Kisei, same thing. Read your lore. I think she's too slow, but her damage is insane. So if you can like Ahmed her up, or hide her behind Boss Arunca, or do something to, you know, protect her with Lady of the Scales, then yeah, this is kind of wild. Hello Kitty's awesome, man. We almost had a Hello Kitty collab, right? Yeah, Ahmed's gonna go great with that Kisei. Only for Ahmed Cleave, there you go. Ahmed Cleave nasty. That's a really freaking fast Setsuka. I might not win this, guys. I think I might be boned here. That witch is going to be too fast. That witch is going to cut me. Where do I... Never mind. We win. I think we win. I said Setsuka, but I meant Scaly. I'm used to seeing Setsuka in every single fight. Is ML Arya good? Because I just got her. Very good. PvP only unit, but very good in RTA. Oh my god. I didn't freaking proc the immortal, or the, I didn't do enough damage to get the buff block. That's crazy. Ow. Houston, we have a problem. Shit, Freeman's just gonna kill herself. This is so uncool. How did I not proc all the damage funneling? How did it not proc her? How much health do you think this, how much health do you think she has? Because there's no other form of mitt. Everybody say bye, Freerin. 33,666. 33,666. Outstanding. It's gonna be one of those counter to death fights, isn't it? Don't counter me. Ah! Oh, well. I gotta up the damage on my Bryce area. That's crazy. That's the first time I've ever had a Bryce area not take out the Yulha. Moving closer and closer to my defense team being better at arena than me. Okay, what do we got here? See, the computer's better than I am. Tristen, also, you were asking, what's this, Bellcock? It's a lovely ring. Oh, we got that cool +6 gear. Let's roll that beautiful gear that we just got from Constellations, right? We got a couple +6 pieces. This sword is sexy. Show me more of that beautiful HP. More. Show me no more of that. We take it. Big numbers, no whammies. Okay, it's kind of weird now, but I guess maybe Fat Cat. It's kind of sad. It's kind of not good. ER can be, except it really can't. I mean, there's not a lot of ER users who wear prot set. It makes it very niche. Most ER users aren't on prot set, but maybe. Okay, this though, these boots, HP boots. Oh, ho, 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 oh, show me, oh, it's okay. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, right? We're making an ER Ilynav. Remember that third Ilynav? Let's go. Prot and HP set with tons of ER. We got Ilynav's first two pieces right here, guys. All you people who are laughing, having fun at my expense, mocking my pain. One step closer. You just wait for it. You'll be like, damn, that Tristen was right. I should go buy myself a third Ilynav. Yeah, you'll never convince me that any stat that starts with the letter E doesn't have an increased chance to roll into it. Not the way shit was rolling last night. Although I did get a couple of really good bangers last night. This one's pretty nice. Totally dodged that effectiveness 102 gear score after modding. This piece is real. This piece is my Ruel's gonna fly with this piece. Change that ER to effect res. Yeah, I had a couple of nice ones roll out. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap it up and go get my work done. Put some videos out. Anybody have any questions, anything they want to see? We'll be back on tonight in about 8.5 hours to summon our Fern. Can Lermia in the background with Sigur's. You know what? Let's go to battle. Let's go to hunt. Hunt. Hades. That's not Hades. Hades. Hunt. Nope. 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 I'll just leave her on Golden Rose. If you want to use Sigurd's, go for it. Let's see. 9th copy of Kayron. So Kayron is your shoe, huh? So 90% health. Far from over. %80 health. %70 health. So far, it's looking pretty clean. Any unit that is ML Ludwig and earlier is what you can get from that Galaxy shop. So literally just go to Google and search Cecilia bot and click on the timeline, and any unit that's got an N beside it is not summonable in the shop until you see ML Ludwig, who is like in December of 2023. When you get to December 2023, here's ML Ludwig. So here's ML Ludwig. He's behind the raid. Thanks for the raid. Thank you much, buddy. Any unit ML Ludwig and earlier is available. Call you back. So that's pretty much it. That's the easiest way to tell. Just go to Cecilia bot and look at the units that came before, or look at the units that came after. Those are the ones you can't get. MGB Hicken, thank you so much for the raid, buddy. Hope you had a good stream. We were just wrapping it up. You came in just at the tail end. We were seeing if Sirmia could pull this off. She's looking a little threadbare here. I think with Sigurd's Sight, she might be a little bit safer. Awesome. Glad to hear it. Pow, pow. It's far from over. Little delay tactics. K's gonna jump and self-heal here. So we got, what, another 2 rounds of It's Far From Over. Did I know Freerin can solo Banshee, Asmanic, and Golem? Yeah, I planned to put a video out on it, but I got busy, so she solos Hell, right? She doesn't solo Otherworldly, or does she solo Otherworldly too? It's crazy that she's so strong everywhere in the game. There you go. So yes, the answer is yes. Sirmia can 100%. If you don't mind wasting the time and you just want to throw it up in the background, totally. Why is it always revenge set? Look at this. Revenge, 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 revenge. This is the one reason. Damn it, Ken. This must be urgent. Hang on a second, guys. Yo, Charles, thank you for the super, buddy. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. So yeah, that right there is the one reason why you may want to still consider Rift, right? In my opinion, Rift is a dead game mode. I'll never farm it again, but I've got a pretty good foundation of equipment, so I'm just looking for improvements. I'm not looking for, I need to gear this unit and I need the gear to make that happen. I'm looking at everything's geared and I'm looking to improve. So for me, Otherworldly is the only place to farm. But if you need that good foundation of gear, there is a world where maybe you farm Rift. You get more gear. You get better gear from Otherworldly, but you get more gear. For every 3 pieces of gear you get here, you get 4 pieces of gear in Otherworld in Rift. And in Rift, not only do you get 4 pieces of gear, you select the sets. You never have to deal with BS like that, where you get Revenge set constantly, or hit set when you're just trying to get speed. You get the 4 sets you're chasing, and that is fire. And you get 33% more gear. You get 4 pieces instead of 3. So it's better in every way, shape, form, except Otherworldly gives you better quality gear. It looks like the gear score average is higher overall. You get way more of the shiny high gear score gear, and you have the chance for that super uber Otherworldly gear. And it's faster. I just did 3 runs worth of Rift worth of gear in 1 entry. So it's way faster to farm Otherworldly than it is to farm Rift. And you don't need a specific unit, and you don't have the huge stamina debt getting to where you can 1-turn clear Rift. Now, Rift does have a battle pass, and that's nice, but you're still spending thousands and thousands of stamina just to get to the point where you can solo clear Rift. Just so you can have the luxury of 1-turn clearing Rift, just so you can have the luxury of selecting the 4 sets you want to go through and not dealing with any crap BS sets. You're also going to be Reforged Mat starved, because they really, a good quality life for Rift is whatever these sets are. This should be the only Reforged Mats that drop, right? Like I should have 0 chance to get Golem Reforged Mats because I don't have any Golem sets in here. I think that'd be a nice QOL. But yeah, I'm going to do a whole revamp of my 2025 best place to farm guide, and I'm going to cover intensely, is Otherworldly better than Rift? It's situational. I think for 75 to 80% of the player base, Otherworldly is better. There's just a handful of people, I think, that would rather get quantity over quality and not have to worry about the BS pieces flowing in, you know, the revenge sets, the crit sets, the hit sets, the injury sets flowing into their farming. I really think Smog is going to have to do something about Rift. And also during a buff event, Rift is about 10% more gear. Otherworldly is only about 3% more gear. So Rift reacts to buff events better too. So that should be considered too. But yeah, I need to do a little bit more research before I put that guide out, but I'm going to try to have that out probably by next weekend. And I'll probably let that one be up for about a week on my Patreon before I release it public. So join my Patreon if you guys want to get quick and instant access to that kind of stuff. You do not need to spend money to join my Patreon, though if you would like to show your support and spend money on it, I would not complain. But it is free to join, and I suck at DMs, but I am trying to be a little bit better about responding to questions that are posted there. So there's a link to the Patreon. Give it a click, give me a join, and I think we'll go wrap it up here. Let's see who is playing Epic 7 that I can send you off to so you can kind of enjoy the rest of your Thursday before Fern shows up to make us all salty. Let's see who is playing. You guys want to see some gear that's going to make you feel really, really bad about the gear you have on your account? Because every time I watch them, it makes me feel bad about the quality gear I got on my account. Let's go watch Higa. You want to see some wild stuff? Go check them out. I'll catch you guys in about 8.5 hours. Have a good one, everybody.